Welcome everybody to this week's episode of Strong Perspective Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Keith Armstrong, along with
Uncle Spoke,
your boy Damon,
Keith Barnes,
Photo Lear,
Bill Burnett, Philly.
welcome, guys.
I
Welcome.
got to put that in there.
Oh, look at him, man. All right. North Carolina.
That's it.
That's how you introduce yourself, right? Right?
What'd you say?
That's how you introduce yourself in sports, right?
Yeah.
Big,
Hey.
Big Bill of the Philadelphia Big Bills.
Yes, sir.
The big Burnett. You know what I mean?
I should have said the 313.
there you go.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Number, the area code.
Yes, indeed. Let's get this. Let's do a little bit of house cleaning. Say house cleaning, housekeeping. Same thing, but in the recording, podcasting vernacular, housekeeping sounds a little more professional. But do us a favor. This is Strong Perspective Podcast. Do us a favor. Go to our YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe. Build our numbers up. Give us a little bit of traction so we can give our brand of podcasting, give people a chance to check it out, because it's not excluding anybody with their bells and whistles drawings, right? But give people a chance to listen to conversation from our panel, right? And also from outside, because folks watch us. They watch us all the time, and people come up to me and, hey, man, I seen your podcast. Really? Yeah. What you think about it? See that, and the majority of the time, what they say is, I like the way you guys talk to talk amongst each other, how you communicate, how you let each other express how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I tell them all the time, I say, yo, I'm the jerk of the panel, because a lot of times, some folks be feeling themselves and they be on a roll, but, I don't want to do this on the point at the camera. So, I got to respectfully interject myself. I get an earful when it's over with. Hey, man, why you cut me off right there? You know what I'm saying? But I think we all have a good flow with us, and it's really and truly a pleasure being here. So with that being said, Jaquari, how was your day today, brother?
My day was full, man. Able to accomplish some things and support some people who need it.
Okay.
Got home safe.
Cool. Damon, what about you, bro?
My day was I spent most of my day with my grandbaby, man. You know what I'm saying? She said, hey, man, put on the TV. Okay, now go to YouTube. Now you see Paw Patrol. No, that's not Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol is spelled so and so and such and such. Yeah, that's the one. Now go to this, what I like. And she 4 years old, and I'm sitting there thinking, damn, is she reading? You know what I'm saying? So I had to challenge her. And she sat there and sounded out the vowels of conduct. You know what I'm saying? Sounded it out. Man, I was beating my chest. You know what I'm
Taking the credit. That's what you got to do.
I did. Absolutely. Don't kill
That's
my
what you got to
bro.
do.
Let me have it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Corey, what about yourself, man? How was your day today?
Man, I'm going with Jabari said, full. I ain't have no words for it. That's why strong perspective is needed, because it gives you some other perspective to what you actually feeling. So, like you said, the shit was full.
No doubt. Big Bill, Big Philly Bill. How was your day today?
What's up, Big Barnes? How you doing, homie? Keith Barnes, what's up, baby?
Oh, not too much, man. Not much. How you making it?
When you coming down the road? When you coming down the road, man?
KB.
Oh, y'all got to throw out a little bit more. And I'm
Ah,
coming.
yeah,
Yeah, for real.
That was
Y'all
a
got to
real
throw out a little
statement
bit
too.
too much. Y'all throw out a
That's
little
a
more.
real statement right there.
my day was good, man. It's another day at work, dealing with this tough economy, people not having no money, having tough credit. Other than that, basic urban view of the life. Good day, good. Anytime you above ground, it's a good day to me.
Absolutely.
That's
I mean,
real,
so,
man.
That's
Yeah,
real.
you in
That
the
is
fight.
real.
that's right.
Yes,
So
sir.
because you get
Yes,
good days,
sir.
you get bad days, you get in between days. So
Keith Barnes, what about yourself, sir?
Yes, sir. I had a pretty good day, man. I got up. I was
Are you
highly
on
motivated.
mute?
Am I? No, I'm not muted.
What happened?
I can hear him.
I can hear him too.
Okay, you got me now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello?
I don't know what happened.
I hear you.
Everybody hear me?
I got you.
Yeah, I hear you,
Yeah, I
bro.
was gonna
I hear
say, yeah, today I was motivated today. Got up and got started. And then when I looked around, I said, you know what? I'm gonna just I'm gonna stay at the house. I'm gonna take this energy right here, use it right here at the house, and I'll start fresh Monday. So that's kind of what I did. But what was funny to me was this here lately, I've been hearing people approaching me that are younger than me, but they telling me what they going through, ailments and stuff that are age related. This lady got up and she said, she said, well, you got to understand that I'm 51. I said, okay. She said, so you probably don't know what I'm feeling. I said, I don't know what you're feeling. I said, but I'm 59.
Mm-hmm. So you done probably forgot how you feel.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, you know what else? We got to go. It ain't got nothing to do with how you feel. You got to get up, you got to go get it.
you. Yes,
So,
sir.
Shit, 51. You got time to change it around.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Eat some fruits and vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Drink
That's a
water,
real
drink
statement
water,
right there.
Drink
drink
water
water.
too. Right.
I think
That's it.
I think a realistic perspective would do people good too, man. Because when they get older, well, me personally, man, I going to the gym and shit, road work, trying to lift a little bit, man. Thinking I'm still 18, my body ain't the same.
Right.
I don't need to do the same things I needed to do when I was 18 years old.
Right.
Playing football, moving, 250-pound dudes around or whatever. I just need to be able to clear these goddamn stairs in my house.
See?
You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, you say spoke. Get out the car without grunting and shit.
yeah, been over and tie my shoes in public without farting. That kind of shit.
I saw a video, man, the other day. I forgot who the star was, but he said, "Why don't you tie your shoes?" He said, "I don't tie my shoes. I just stuff them on the side." Who was that?
I never heard that before.
I cannot remember who it
Yo,
was. But he
that
said,
shit is
"Man, he said when
crazy.
you get my age, we don't tie our shoes. We just stuff it on the side."
Stuff on the goddamn.
Exactly.
Why you sitting down?
See?
Yeah. Hey, Phil, it's crazy y'all mention that because the tough part of the day is waking up after get the nigga getting out. I gotta warm up now.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
I'm
man.
Bill.
sit
Yeah.
in the bed for a few minutes, get myself together.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Yes,
You
sir.
really
but
do.
here's the
That is,
thing, man. Here's the thing that's crazy, man. What inspires you is the things that's most important. You
yeah.
prioritize and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what gives you motivation. That's crazy to me because I think about that before I even open my eyes. I'm like, okay, this is how my day going to be.
Yeah,
What's
right.
most important? You know what
You
I'm saying?
starting it. Yeah, you starting it. How you
Yeah.
talk to yourself, how you first wake up, that's everything. How
Yeah,
you
yeah,
talk to
exactly.
Yeah.
yourself is key to what type of day you're gonna have. If you
Yeah.
talk to yourself bad, you're gonna interfere. You're gonna run into everybody else's shit. That's bullshit. I ain't doing that. So I talk to myself totally different. But that's a whole rewiring of the fucking brain that you got to go through.
Right.
You
Especially
really
when
is.
you waking up as a black man and watching, different shit that's going on in the world. So at the end of the day, like that shit is real. That waking up and sitting with yourself for a minute. The funny thing about what Bill is saying, I wish I would have started doing this shit earlier.
Right.
See that? Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, I
bad.
gotta get myself mentally and like I stretch a little bit now. Man, I
Yep.
can take deep breaths. Like, damn,
Yeah.
you're young, you just pop up and go about your day. I'm grab your snakes, brush your teeth around the house. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
That shit take a minute.
Not no more. Man. God damn.
Bro, you know what? I could not hear a thing just now.
We can hear you good.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't hear anything. I tell you what, though, y'all look like y'all was doing the damn thing. Thank you very much. You're professional. Great job.
You have
Look,
great you have great guests tonight.
yeah, great job, man.
You
For real,
guys
for real.
have great guests
I don't know.
tonight.
Well, I don't know what that
KB and
was
Bill.
though.
Legit though, man. I mean, this is we everybody on the screen is pros of this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Professionals.
yeah. But I got a question for you.
Professionals don't give up.
To get everything started up. I'm gonna wait for Damon to come back before we really get into it. But something I was looking at. I want your opinion about this. I was look, I'm a Gil Scott Heron fan, and I think mostly I like the music, but I just like the way that them guys was revolutionaries, even though they were struggling with inner demons, right? They were still conscious men and women, right? And Gil Scott Heron said, the first revolution is when you change your mind.
Mm.
The first revolution is when you change your mind. And this being Black History Month, you know, real quickly, what's your opinion about that statement? I'll start off by talking about how I felt when I saw it. Sometimes we have like did you guys hear an echo?
A little bit when you talk, a little bit, yeah.
Somebody everybody got the earphones in and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you change your mind, you go away from the group a lot of times. You know what I mean? This is what captured that really caught me. It's like it takes one person to change his mind about something to start the ripple effect of change, no matter how small the change is, especially when it's in a group setting. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how it struck me. It ain't too deep, but it's always a seed that gets planted and gets sowed. You know what I mean? So what do you think about that, Keith?
I agree with her in the sense. Well, I agree with that statement because with all of us, that's exactly where the revolution. That's where it starts. It's got to start there, and then
Mm-hmm.
whatever you do after that, it's all from here. So it's unless you just, even if you're a follower, it's
Okay.
the revolution has to happen. You have to decide to be the follower. So it's for me, the statement is kind of general, but I understand what she meant by it. Because a lot of people,
Gil Scott Heron, not Jill Scott. Gil Scott Heron, the revolutionary key.
The
You know what I mean?
last poet.
The last
oh, that's
poet.
why I
Yeah.
said she didn't. Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because it sounded like I said Jill.
I'm
It
sorry,
did.
dog. I knew you were
Yeah,
talking about it. Just I
yeah,
don't know why she slipped up. But yeah, it was. I mean, it sounds like something you'd have to say to people because people will take that word revolution loosely, and they don't
yeah,
understand what that really is. It's a
Mm,
lot of power behind it. So whatever we
that
do,
part.
yeah, that the revolution starts here. So that's true.
yeah, yeah. Damon, what I just proposed to everybody is the first. Gil Scott Heron said that the first revolution is when you change your mind. So this is what we're commenting on.
Right.
Corey, what do you feel about that?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's like Kay said, it's a broad statement, but it's a powerful statement because the revolution starts when you recognize your family trauma and raise your kids differently from how
That's
you
real.
actually are.
That's real.
So the revolution, just like he said, it starts with us. So at the end of the day, the day you wake up to decide, I can't give this to my child, this thing that I was given when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? The revolution starts
Okay, Bill, you on mute. There you go,
Yeah,
bro.
from you. Um, I like what Corey said. It's general, but it's powerful. What did Chuck D say? The revolution will not be televised.
there.
Got that from Gil Scott, but go ahead.
You got it from. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I thought Chuck D started. Okay, I got you. Um, it's I mean, like you said, start at home. Start with the mindset of people who follow you, listen. And if you listen, you can learn. You can listen, learn a lot more from listening than talking. So it's general, but it's powerful,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it does start in the mind. You gotta think. You think differently. You know, it's like guys come home from jail and they, have been criminals, whatever, and they come on and try to change their life. You know what I mean? Starts that way. Like even after
Okay.
college, you have to change our mindset after college, right, big dog?
Yep.
Yeah.
Look for
Yeah.
jobs and
Yeah.
buying houses and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Wanting a
take care.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Jaquari.
Well, that, all significant change, starts from within. And I believe one of the facets of that particular diamond, man, is the fact that once once we think something, no matter what it is, positive or negative, man, we think it into being. Whatever you think, the universe uh, it brings it to you with the fucking laws of attraction, right? So,
Okay.
mind state is everything.
Yes,
If
sir.
if you ain't done it yet, you got to tell yourself you the fucking expert, right?
That's
I've
real.
already done it. I've already
Absolutely.
done it.
Look, you're
There is
the
no other
expert
way.
in your house for the time being. Yeah.
Here it
Yeah.
is.
Damon, last but not least.
The revolution starts, man, when you understand when you being wrong, man. When you understand that shit is not fair. And you have the mindset and the attitude to say, you
I
know
can't
what?
hear him. Is it me or is it?
No, I hear he's good.
I hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't hear him. But go ahead. Go
I
ahead,
can
Damon.
hear it clearly.
You understand that if you and your loved ones are being wrong, man, then you have to start something. You have to come up with a solution to it. You know what I'm saying? How do I change the situation?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that might be something that spreads among people like you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I agree. I see the same thing. Then
I
it becomes
cannot
a
hear this
collective.
man.
Yeah.
Can I ask the question, Keith?
Yes,
Keith.
Damon's done. Good. I can't hear him though. But go ahead.
When Damon's done, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Y'all, can
I don't
everybody
know
hear
what it
me?
is. I can hear everybody else but you,
Yeah,
Damon.
yeah. Go ahead, Bill.
Hello.
Go ahead, Bill.
Hold
Can
on
you have a
one second.
revolution?
Try that again.
Can you have a revolution without having violence?
Nope. That's my ass.
You can for one side, I believe.
If
Okay.
one
Okay.
side, if the this is my opinion about it. If the one side that has complete control,
Okay.
right, and within its ranks,
Okay.
change occurs, it could be nonviolent. But if it's two different sides, to me,
Even if you have a corrupt government, and things like Luke said, you've been wronged and economically and physically and emotionally for years.
okay, yeah, I mean, look, no. Listen to what I'm trying to answer your
Oh, that's a
question.
great
See
question.
me, see, this is how I think. To understand that you are being persecuted, you are being being held down, right? You figure out a way to either push through it, destroy it, go around it, circumvent it, right? But the one thing that if you don't have, it'll continue if you don't have this thing is mutual cooperation, galvanizing your community. Because you can have a nonviolent revolution if your community is intact,
Okay.
or at least have the leverage when the people who are with the people who are in control, you have the leverage against them, or they fear
Okay.
you economically, physically, whatever. I
Okay.
mean, that's just my opinion about it.
I want to hear the panel think. What they they think. What they think.
I I I believe no, you gonna have it's gonna have to be some bloodshed. The
I think so.
reason I'm saying that is because the ones that are in power, just give the people you know I'm talking about that are in power. They are
Mm-hmm.
not. They've been in that position for a long time.
Right.
They ain't trying to just give it up so some other people feel better. So what they'll do, they'll throw a little trinkets and distractions, little things out there to kind of keep everybody preoccupied. But still, they maintaining everything that they have. So at some point in time, the people that are at the bottom are going to think, okay, we're going to have to take it. We're going to have to take what we want. And then when at that point, that's when it's going to get physical. And the thing that's scary, most people that's at the top, like that, in the way I'm thinking, they'll destroy the whole thing themselves too, to not give it up. So when a revolution comes, even when they had their own revolution among themselves,
Mm-hmm.
somebody had to be totally destroyed
But
for everything to kind of restructure and come together. So I don't think this would be any different. I think any
You know,
revolution that's going to be the case.
Corey.
You run on a hierarchy, right? So anytime it's king of the mountain type shit. So at the end of the day, the other part of it, we all die at some point, like, right? Uh, Tragedy is part of life, all of that shit. So I don't think that like this whole thing that we call like living and being a part of society, that shit wasn't raised on nonviolence. It was raised on violence. So at the end of the day, you can't have one without the other. They both actually birthed this nation.
Jaquari?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think a little blood on either side of the situation can be used, to push the point home. Because you're either going to be a hero or a martyr in everybody's story. So you either coming to save or you coming to conquer.
No doubt.
You know, I said it on this platform before, man. You take somebody like uh, I don't know if you guys are Marvel fans or whatever, but Magneto,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is he a villain, or is he expressing anger about his life?
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
family was killed in the concentration camp,
Yeah.
and then when he grew up, the mutants started to get persecuted, like his people was.
Yeah.
So all the actions he took was in the name of some sort of justice. Now, if you see that justice is skewed, which side are you find yourself landing on?
Yeah.
Is he a hero? Is he a hero or a villain?
Right.
Yeah. That's a great
That's a
question.
great example, Magneto. Yeah, sure is.
Yeah.
Well, the Killmonger too. Killmonger.
Yeah. There's a
Mm.
You know
couple
what I mean?
out there.
Especially
Again,
to
that
bring,
questionable case.
yeah, to bring it home to us personally, Killmonger. You know what I'm saying? Where, hey, Damon,
What up?
That was me, my malfunction and all that
All
stuff.
right, my son just came downstairs and said, "Hey man, we good. Don't call me no more."
I tell him, put in too much sweat equity for him to be on that, man. For
Hey,
real.
look, I depend on him, man.
You come
I
down
can't.
when I ask you, sir.
I
No, but
depend on him. I
no,
can't
but
cross
but
that
look,
line.
but
He said, I depend on
look,
him.
Here's the thing, right? Just because that was a great question Bill asked, and I'm sorry I missed what you were saying, Damon. To be honest with you, because I see revolution for what it is. First of all, to have a revolution, you have to have both sides fully committed into either keeping it the same or to change. And both sides have to be convinced in any
What,
way possible for that change to occur.
what do you mean by both sides, though?
I'm talking about the people who feel that they're oppressed and the people who are in control. Because that's what we're speaking on revolution. I,
Right.
I, don't, I don't know. But see, and that's my point. Like, we got people, what's the term these days? We got people who are crash outs, who don't care. So they don't care what their actions, as long as it's changed, they don't care what their actions, how it affects other people. You know what I'm saying? But when you moving in one, just like a union strike, right? If you got a great union, you moving in the right direction and everybody's moving as one. Some of us is suffering a little bit more than others, but the point is that whole unit is moving in one direction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And revolution is a horrible thing because it changes everything. Even if the dominant side wins, things are permanently changed because they're gonna have their thumb extra on somebody's on their neck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but isn't it predicated on the fact that if you have a revolution, the other has, the other side has to negotiate with you
Now, why would
because you
they negotiate if they're in a power position?
because simply because, man, it's all predicated on the fact that you know what, I have something to contribute, right? This is my stance on it. Now we can negotiate or not. If you choose not to negotiate with me, then it's going to be chaos. You see what I'm saying? You, I have to
I see.
convince you that you need me. That's how
So
revolution
okay,
works.
so when I'm thinking about revolution, it is a forced conflict, right? This is how I'm thinking about revolution. Anytime there's ever been a revolution, there's always been a forced conflict. It's been armed conflicts. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm not necessarily pushing back, but I'm gonna say it, man. Revolution is a natural thing.
Yeah.
Revolution is necessary for the advancement of anything.
Changes your mind.
Human society, nature. Uh, e-
Evolution, or revolution.
it,
Evolution is revolution.
for me, it's the two words are interchangeable, basically. I
Well,
mean,
evolution
I,
encompasses
I,
everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I
No
get
matter
it.
what side you on.
I
That's
get it.
evolution.
I get it.
So you think revolution is kind of like a purge? So evolution can
absolutely,
evolve.
absolutely.
Once one side wanted to be heard, that's revolution. Hey, I
Yeah,
gotta be
Heard. Now, I think it's more than heard, Damon. Because
well,
if
I
you
got
think of
demand.
revolution, you want change. Period.
Right, I got
Yeah,
demand.
well, that's because the other group is not hearing at all. So that's the revolution for me. That's when revolution becomes even a word, because revolution is not uh, a word if it's not a cause behind it, right?
Okay.
So if there's a cause behind it, then the word is needed. It's like anything else that's actually needed. Hip hop wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the need of hearing music and seeing us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
With
Yeah.
hip
Revolution,
hop
it was the
provided
same.
a need.
Well,
Yeah, Revolution did too. It provided free lunches. And,
Yeah.
it's gonna go et cetera, et cetera, et
I,
cetera, et cetera.
You
when
talking
you
about
say
the past
revolution,
now.
revolution starts when someone's tired of being
Okay.
whatever, like held down, or they want to
Right.
change. They want
Change
their
your
family
mind.
to do something.
Right. So if I boycott, it's going to affect your life. You know what I'm saying? You know, I matter.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
gonna inconvenience if you boycott. It'll inconvenience people's lives, man, but it's not going to affect them to the point where they're gonna want to concede to
Create
you.
revolution.
Well, that
You know what I'm saying?
now you're being tribal if you take on that attitude. You know what I'm saying?
You almost have to be though, don't
But
you?
if it affects your pockets, then you have to negotiate. You know what I'm saying?
And now you're bringing capitalism into the
Yeah.
revolution.
So all right. Well, listen. You know what I've been doing lately is once we get on the word, I want to get the definition of it. So I'm looking at Google revolution. And it says a forceful overthrow of government or social order in favor of new system.
Right.
That's not necessarily the meaning. The definition of revolution is turn, for something to turn, for something to revolve.
I mean, that's pretty much what I
But
just
That
read.
that's
right, but
that
it's
yeah.
but
Well,
but it's
no,
predicated on what though?
the
When you're talking about new systems,
you apply the definition to a political state of today. But the core meaning of revolution means to turn.
I get that.
It
I
doesn't mean
understand that, but
it doesn't mean to turn and to stop. It means to turn and to keep turning.
Evolve.
And
but but
when
but
an
but, but, but
when an object when you have an object and things affixed to that object, when it turns, some of those things tend to fall off, and that's where the growth comes from. That's where the changes actually come from.
so the changes come from what now? Is it predicated on a state or this thing that say, hey, you need me to make sure that this society functions in a great way, in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you choose to not include me, if it's not inclusive, then it's not going to function well, right? So you have to
but
look at the other side and what they bring to the table, right? You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean, Tammy, you sound like you negotiating, man. I
Well,
thought we were
that's
talking about revolution.
well, that's what the revolution is. You know, taxation. I'm gonna throw all the tea in the damn whatever the hell that water was. Throw all the tea in there, and I'm not paying the taxes on it. So you have to come with representation to see my side of things. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying, but the example you just gave was they forcibly went on there, disguised themselves as Indians, and threw all the tea. They broke on the ship and threw it into the
Right.
ocean. That was force.
Rep.
That wasn't no negotiation.
I think it was forced negotiation. Bro. Is my point.
Yeah, no, that's why I said in the beginning. I understand what you're saying. It's just the example. Look, I think where we all get coming up in the snag, because me personally, when I think revolution, I think the actual like conflict and get something resolved. That's where I think. Whether I'm right or wrong on it, this is my thing when we talk about revolution. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
and, and
when I hear you say revolution, I'm thinking
Fight.
negotiations is pretty much over at this point.
Yeah.
I've said what I had to say. I've expressed,
Yeah.
you've expressed what you've expressed. So now here we are. I ain't backing up. You ain't backing up.
I'm gonna
So,
whoop your ass.
And to throw something else out there, I'm going to revolution Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. I'm going to get mine by any means necessary.
There's nothing
Then
else.
why is that statement even needed? Again, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things that we shouldn't have to say. We tell our kids not to fight, then as soon as they turn 18, we throw them in the military. And then now they at war. You know, that's some wild ass shit. Like, so at the end of the day, when Bill say what he say, both are needed. I'm not feeling like anything or anything to that manner, but when we talk and discuss things as human beings, sometimes we start moving things and feelings into certain fields and start dictating them because maybe we've been a part of something.
Hey, you know what? You know what? To your point, Corey, I was just talking about this to my youngest son. We look for loopholes in the statements that we make.
Yeah.
Right? So the example that I can give you is this. You know you have a group of friends and you know you need to stop fucking with them, right? But instead of walking away, you don't need no explanation. Instead of just walking away from them, you go to them and say, hey man, if y'all keep this up, I'm gonna walk away. You're giving yourself a loophole.
Yeah.
Because if they say something like, hey man, don't go nowhere, because this we want you here.
Yeah.
Now, depending on what mood you're in, you might take them up on that and go down the same old fucked up path. You feel what I'm saying? We as human beings give each other loopholes.
Yeah, right. But also, Key, that's giving them a chance to see if they really your friends, if they're going to stop doing what they're doing. If I'm doing something you don't like, and I'm your friend, and you're my man, whatever it is, and you say, yo, Bill, don't do that, please, around me, because I'm not going to do it. I respect your friendship enough.
Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. The example was, we well past that. I've already said this. And that's why I said you came to the conclusion, like, yo, man, I got to quit messing with these people, man, because they don't need me. They don't mean no good.
But
Go ahead,
that's
Dan.
a revolution.
What if both parties are interactive with each other? You need the strongest, right? So that means negotiation. We had to come to a conclusion, say to the point where we say, hey man, we are stronger in this aspect together, but you're not seeing my side of it. So let's negotiate so you can respect where I'm coming from and we can interact with each other.
Dave, is that on the second go round? Because I'm like with Bill.
Okay,
like if I talk to you at first and it don't go well, I try to find a different way to actually say what Bill actually said.
And it might come to conflict.
And I might ask 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, right.
I might ask 3 or 4 times.
Especially if I know there's value there. Yeah.
And that's where revolution comes in, because you're tired of taking the shit in the stick.
Exactly. Then it becomes by any means necessary, all right?
Right.
But okay.
So if the war goes on for 20 years, at some point in time, you're going to have to come to a conclusion. Hey, man, we got to stop killing each other and figure out how to live with each other so we can gain and build from this point, right?
You're tired, man, right?
Right. But that person who took the time to say, you know what, we're going to have we're going to fight against this tyranny, to stand fast on how we trying to live and all that stuff in terms of moving forward. It has to be a negotiation there. Hey man, you know what?
But you're talking about negotiating at the end of what occurred.
Right.
Because it's a negotiator. Yo, we're telling y'all you're oppressing us, and we see that you're oppressing us. That's the beginning, right?
Right.
Then the action into, hey, it's time. You pushed it to the point that we got to change this, right?
Well, Keith, negotiating might start in the beginning too, though, right?
That's what I've just said, Bill. That's what I just said. So then all the action in between. Now, what your example, Damon, was, hey, it's been 20 years we've been fighting. Hey, we need to go to the table because too many lives have been lost. You see what I'm saying? It's all encompasses the whole thing. It just depending on, you know,
It
who's
all
left.
it all follows a chain though. I mean, because there's always the volatile event, which usually includes violence. You know, that violence going on for an extended period of time, and then people, getting tired of it and standing up and reacting to the initial violence.
Hmm.
And once people start, once both sides start to lose resources and people that they can't readily replace quickly. That's when they come to the table, when both sides have lost a significant amount. But in the meantime, at the beginning, I mean, you only got one party getting kicked in the ass.
But in the beginning, when you go through that process in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, you have the mindset that, hey man, I'm not going to give up no, you know what I'm saying, no space, no nothing. I feel like I can conquer you. But if the situation continues to go on for extended period of time, then both parties come to a conclusion that, man, we losing a lot of resources in terms of people or whatever. You said, what is the solution? Do we come to an agreement with each other? Will we have a stalemate or whatever the case may be, where we can try to figure out how both parties, you know what I'm saying, can gain by being a collective?
That would depend on leadership too, right?
It depends on the leadership.
Yeah.
Depends on the leadership, and it also depends on the losses. Like I've been really emphasizing, it's the losses that's the key to it for them even come to the table. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I, I think we all have been, unless somebody else has something to add to it. I think we approached this very thoroughly, and I wanted to move on to the next thing. Before, let me just talk about Corey and Keith. You were in the military. Friend of the show, Eric Harris, he had a statement. It's on the screen. It said, "Military is not just getting to war. I was in the army for 14 years and never went to combat. Yes, I didn't have a choice if it came to war, but everyone don't go to war because they're in the military. So it must have been something said earlier when I was having trouble. But I just wanted to
Yeah,
comment on that. You know what I mean?
maybe I think maybe I might have been directed at toward me. I don't know. I didn't. That
Okay.
wasn't what I actually said.
Well, you must have had one of your little wild quotes. I'm mad I missed it.
Nah, it's just like I said. All this shit is like a sweater, man. This shit is a thread, man. This shit storyteller is a ball of fucking yarn, man. We be talking circles, loopholes, like you said, and we know what the fuck it really is, man. Some of us got
Mhm.
bad health, we got bad eating habits, we got bad fucking health habits to be talking about change and revolutions and all this other shit. Fuck out of here, motherfuckers can barely get their teeth done. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what would you say? We got to get healthy first before we start a revolution.
Man, no, yeah, exactly. Because motherfucking falling asleep as you motherfucking on a podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't do shit like that, man. And be talking about revolution and then think somebody's supposed to take you serious. Nigga, you ain't drank water all day. Fuck
Yeah.
is we doing? It's
Yeah.
just wild, man. So like for me,
Oh,
like
shit.
Well, actually,
again,
Corey, the young people fight the war. The old people get instructions, right?
yeah.
Yep.
That's how
Yeah.
I believe it's supposed to go. Because, like I tell the young kids all the time, ass whoopings go a long way, man. And you don't just get them from your parents. You run your mouth the way cats is running their mouth now. You get an ass whooping, you sit down for a minute. And now you got an army. You know what I mean? Generals. You know where your place is at that particular time.
Look,
That
look,
ain't
look at.
happening no more.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. They want everybody want to kill everybody. God damn.
You,
For what?
you, You look at the Native Americans, with the old men sat in a tent and teepee,
Yeah.
smoked a pipe, and the young boys went out there and did the fighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but if you need a significant example, you can also use them because I mean, when war comes to you, you know, you can't make the choice whether to fight or not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Mm-hmm.
gotta
yeah,
fight. Yeah.
yeah,
Also,
Yeah.
old or young.
That's why I said the violence part is needed. Yeah.
yeah.
Like I said, you don't get a bully off your ass by negotiating with the nigga unless
That's
y'all
what I'm
getting
talking
money
about.
together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless,
You gotta
unless
bust
you
this
got it,
nigga across the head.
unless you got a fine sister, whip him into shape. No,
But I know what
I'm
Corey's
just
trying to
joking.
say. To go to
Um,
war, you got to
Got to be.
get the army together, though, mentally and
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
got to be. It's got to be a purge. It's got to be a
yeah,
Yeah.
purge,
Yeah.
a mental purge, a physical
Yeah.
purge in some, you know, some regards or whatever. But I mean, some shit you can't bring into the revolution.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's wild how in life, right? We'll talk about
But
life, but we
listen,
don't talk about death. You know what I mean? And death is a big part of actually where we live at,
um,
how shit actually move. Oh, my bad, big dog.
the next, this next one kind of falls in line of what we're doing now. Um, hold on, let me adjust this. It says, do you think the media amplifies a narrow version of blackness?
I'll answer that first.
Right
It depends
now,
on what you're interested in.
you can look at it in a lot of different ways now, right? But when I came across this, when I thought about this, what I thought about was the simple fact that the narrative has always been painted towards our community through the media, through
Right.
television, through movies, through all these different things. It's always been the narrative. So
Yep.
I was curious for the panel to just give you, because see, we can't really solve it, but I'm curious to know what you guys think about it. When I say, and just look at it for what it is. Do you think the media amplifies a narrow version of our blackness? But talk a little longer so it can marinate in your guys' head of how you really feel about it. Not looking for an answer. All it is a different fact because me personally, I know uh, this month we talked about the history of Black History Month, right? February. When all of us was young, some of us may not remember, Corey, because you're a little younger than us. Not that much, but a little younger than us. But it was Negro History Week. Y'all remember that in school in elementary? Because we
yes.
had that in Michigan. I don't know if
We,
you guys had it.
we had it. We
This
had it.
before, because in 1986 is when Congress, the House, made it Black History Month. Gerald Ford, because it was the bicentennial, he said, all right, well, look, February, this is on for his own little thing. He said, February is Black History Month. Probably because it's the shortest month of the year, but Gerald Ford, brought that in when it became law in 1986, right? But with that being said, we have always had a negative description of black people in everything that we had access to. Our books, I'm talking about the books that was in school. I remember reading a book where they said a lot of slaves were happy to be slaves, right? But in the same breath, you was telling me the brutality of slavery. You understand what I'm saying? The picture is being painted the way it's been painted.
I get it.
Yeah,
So
but
that was
at the
all right.
same time,
You ready to comment on this, man?
at the same time, when you in terms you are speaking of, we had Malcolm X, we had Martin Luther, we had all these different people, all the way back to what's the man from what's my man that Garvey. We had all those people who spoke to who we were, and You know what I'm saying?
What we had to do, what did we have to do? We had to seek them out. We had to seek that information out.
I think that it was prevalent in our culture and all that stuff. I think where it turned at with black exploitation movies and shit. You know what I'm saying? We made the pimps the heroes and all that. You know what I'm saying? I remember a time when the pimp wasn't the hero, speaking in real life. You know what I'm saying? I grew up knowing pimps. You feel what I'm saying? And they was always in the background.
Damon, I'm sorry. You know what the trick was? You know what they did? They had the pimps fighting against the man, killing the man.
Right. That was the exploitation. That's when it changed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to dress like them, drive the cars they drove, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But before that, did we really exploit our black baby girls and shit like that? No, we didn't. It was just an avenue to come in and be a movie star or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it got manipulated in that aspect. But I never loved the pimp. You know what I'm saying? To me, a pimp is the lowest of all of us. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just my experience. That's, you know what I'm saying? That was my experience, and I understood, man. I'm not gonna fall for that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? The first pimp in the expo, you know what I'm saying, was Superfly. He didn't look like none of us. You feel me?
Damon.
He was a cool cat, though. He was a cool cat.
But he was put on that pedestal against the man.
You're bringing it home. So that's the answer to your question, to this statement on the screen. As far as, do you think it amplified?
I was Shaft. You know what I'm saying? That's who I was. Who was the karate dude?
Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly. That was my hero. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't exploit black people like that. He was that power dude. I kick ass. You know what I'm saying? That's who I saw. That was who my what's the brother, the scholar, the Rhodes Scholar. What's his name? Man? Paul Robeson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those were my heroes. You know what I'm saying? He rose himself to a certain standard where he can speak out on this is who we really are. He spoke on it. He was an orator. Douglas. You know what I'm saying? So then you bring in the pimps in there. How the hell are you gonna represent our black women, calling them hoes and all that? You feed into the narrative, like you said, Keith, earlier. You feed into the narrative, and I never understood it because I was raised by it mostly. I ain't see, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see that in who I was raised by. But they just so happened to take over, just like with Public Enemy and NWA. You saw the difference.
What
narrative was pushed?
Okay, so what you're saying is there was an equal amount of amplification from the positive side to the negative side.
I think people made a choice, man.
So are you saying, okay, now I'm gonna give somebody else a chance, but this is what I'm saying. You kind of giving me that impression that yes, you believe it was there, but we also have other choices, right?
Back in the 80s, when I was coming to visit you up in Pittsburgh, we had a narrative going. Everybody walked around with the medallions on, talking about, hey man, did y'all get that last album from Public Enemy and the Poor Righteous Teachers and Queen Latifah? We were all talking about that.
I got you.
We were all talking about that. We were all in that situation. And then in the NWA came, and it was about fuck the police and all that stuff, or
Let-
dope man.
yeah. Okay. Let me give somebody else a chance, Damon.
Oh, go ahead,
Um,
bro.
good. Keith, what is your impression?
I think I do believe the media amplifies a narrow version of our blackness, and they're smooth with it also, because when they're either we all do something, usually when it's negative, we all doing it. If it's something positive, then it's well, that's good. This person or this group of people came to these group of black people in this community come together, and they fed people, and they did so and so, and they gave out clothing, and they did like it's something unique. We do it
Okay.
all the time.
We do it all the time.
Y'all just had the cameras over there that day. You can come by any day of the week, and we exchanging, we helping each other out and stuff. And in this neighborhood, they'll like amplify it, make it sound like this is a unique incident, because in this community, most of the things they're putting out is negative. A mugging, somebody got hurt or worse, or somebody got missing or something negative, and they narrow that, they amplify it. So yes, they do amplify it and narrow the version of our blackness in that way. And they also point out, you remember when we were working in law enforcement, and somebody would say jokingly, man, if we could catch that black male in that white t-shirt and them jeans, we could go home. He been wreaking havoc for the last month.
That's very profound.
Something would happen. I said, he just finished stealing some cars. Now he over here breaking in the house. And the same black male, 6 feet tall, white t-shirt
Yeah.
and blue jeans. So I'm just saying this, but our community, I'm not straying away from what the question was. The media does do that. When they get it, if you watch it on TV or listen, if someone's giving away some turkeys or doing something positive, or so-and-so, John Wall came. He came to Raleigh, and people gathered around and all this other stuff. And he went to the community center, and he had a camp. And he gave back. He's really helping these people. And like he came home and had a basketball camp. But on the flip side, they'll exploit us. So anything in my whole to narrow it down. They use other people, professional athletes, other people. I'm trying to push the brother. If Louis Farrakhan comes, Minister Farrakhan comes and he starts speaking, it's not, and he can come and feed people. He's seen differently. Okay, he's coming, and people gathered in this area, and it's not speaking on what he's coming. They don't say he came and he spoke to the people about coming together and being more peaceful and towards each other. And this, it's the way they introduce him. Controversial Minister Farrakhan. So that's what I'm, if you kind of all over the place. But the media, they can take it, and when they put it out there, it's the delivery. It divides. It still does that divide. It even divides us, but to the point to where we can hear something, and people in this area, we real brothers. You live over there in the suburb. You ain't real because of where you live at.
Yeah.
You going through the exact same thing I'm coming. We just sleep in different places. I see you in the same grocery stores, everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But where you go lay down at night, now I'm real because I'm over here with craziness going on. And when you go over there and lay on, you made it. You got it made. And they play off of it on a broader scale. They play off that by amplifying and narrowing the version of our blackness. It causes a division in our blackness, even among ourselves. So I'm gonna stop there.
Bill, what do you think, man?
It's just weird because the crazy part is y'all, you both you guys are absolutely correct, but they admire us as much as they narrow us to a certain way too. They try to steal our culture all the time. They try to steal
Absolutely.
our regrets. They want their kids not to be like our kids, but their kids just like our kids.
Yeah.
They you know what I mean. So what's crazy, Keith, from the Black History Week, my mom made us watch Roots. My mom made me watch Roots. I had to come back and tell her about what I was learning about that
Yeah.
after it was all over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I seen Sanford and Son, Good Times. I watched media controls everything. I was gonna try and make it so I could do one thing, but I saw pimps. I love the pimps in the neighborhood. They was old age. You know what I mean?
I knew the drug dealers. I mean, I knew the trash men.
I'm sorry, somebody was calling me. I knew the trash man. Uh, yeah, they do. They do try to present a narrow thing, but you got to be open. You got to be more, intelligent and say, listen, that's just TV. Got the lily white shit over here and then the dark black drug shit over here. You know what I mean? So I don't really, I see it all. So I don't. To me, don't make me portray nothing. But now with reality shows and all that craziness, it doesn't really. I mean, they try to, but you can be that stupid to believe everything you see on TV is true. Like everybody want to be in the NBA. You look at TV, I watch these guys play ball. I can't dunk. I can't dribble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not reality. It's TV to me. You know what I mean? But it's up to us as grown people to say, yo, to your kids, listen, man, this ain't reality. Like my mom teach where you came from, your ancestors. That's slavery. You know what I mean? All that. So, I came from a poor
Slavery
family.
ain't the full story. Yeah,
It
slavery
ain't.
ain't
No,
the
it
full
ain't right.
story
Right.
for us. But we always telling
In
that
America,
story, so
though.
that's what the narrative is always on all the time, even
Right.
within us, like Bill just said, or like KB just said. They pit us against each other and just sit around and watch us actually go at each other like we had a gladiators type shit, like you know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that everybody actually does it, but you can't starve people and expect them to behave. That's just not how we built.
Yeah.
None of us.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So when
I
I
think.
say starve, I'm talking about all the way across the board. That goes back to that sweater effect again. We always talk about the middle of shit. We don't ever talk about the cause. The cause is what actually creates all this extra negotiation and all this extra talk. But when it was actually created, it wasn't designed for you to play in the first place. So that's where it's wrong in its first sense. So we should be attacking that. We shouldn't let it get to a point where now we got to create two separate groups to actually
Yeah.
have negotiation with jackets and suits on, and you know what I mean? Now we find out whatever they are and whatever they are, like you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it whatever it is on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But we shouldn't have to go through half the shit that we actually going through. So that's the real cause and effect. So some of the conversations we have, they're so embedded in us. Like I'm 57 years old. It's the same way my mom and them used to talk. That's just crazy. Come on. No girl in the hood should be holding a baby on her hip that's not hers, but she's still doing it. You feel me?
Got you. I got you.
So a
Jaquar.
lot of what we actually talking
Oh,
about, like it's, what is it? For real, like
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of sort of piggybacking off of what I believe Damon was saying, man. I think the media absolutely do. They do. Let's see. they do empathize a narrow version of black people, but you know, in some senses, you know, I think black people have like a courtship with the media in that sense. You
Yeah.
know, because I mean,
I,
you know, they don't you know, once a trope is you know, kind of identified, people chase that trope. You know what I mean? The freaking uh, single family homes and the whole fucking what was it, 3 seasons of the Jeffersons or whatever. That's
yeah.
that's that's what we had in our
Good
mind.
times. Yeah.
Good times, yeah.
Yeah.
And freaking Norman Mailer wrote that, so
Yep.
it wasn't even a true
Yeah,
account.
well,
Well, good
No, no,
time.
it
this
was a
shit
black,
happened.
it was a black man who had the
Right.
idea, but the people who wrote the material were all white. It
Okay,
was all
Yeah,
the
that's been a thing
buffoonery
for a while.
came from the white side. But I'm sorry, Jaquari, I cut you off. Because you know what, Good Times is a sore spot for me. I could not when I
Yeah.
was a kid, I could not watch that. I couldn't watch it, man.
Mm.
Could not watch it
Why is
because
that?
when you tell somebody they always had something getting like I seen it
In the what?
twice. I seen it twice when James had that job at the car
Yeah.
wash that's gonna pay $4 an hour, that's gonna change their family life, but something happened that they didn't get it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was all tragic situations, man,
Yeah.
with a comedy laugh track. Now it was
But it,
strong. It was strong. Listen to what I'm saying to you. It was strong people in there. Like the mother and father was strong. I like the little revolutionary son, right? And then I love the girl. I love Thelma because Thelma was intelligent and fine as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But then they had that and they went in a different direction when when people loved Jimmy Walker's annex and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call it buffoonery because I don't want to piss on that man's body of work. But my point is, I couldn't stand watching it because it was too tragic, man.
That was me.
It was just too tragic for me. I love James. Hell, I
Well,
love Florida too.
James was
yeah.
that deal. He was that deal.
Without getting too involved, but Florida was the mom that I wanted. So in that show, everything that I wanted as a young boy was in that TV show. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So
Got you.
there's a behavior also that I don't think that was actually shown around the world of how we were actually treated. So Good Times was for me was that thing showing you exactly what we go through on a regular basis, from landlord issues to gangs at the bottom of your building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we'll see but Corey, that speaks to my original point, man. I mean, was it like I said?
what's that?
Norman Mailer wrote that. How much
What's
of the
that?
black
No, no, no,
experience
no,
that?
no. Yeah, I got you. But he took real lives. It's the same way I feel like with rappers, right? Rappers run out here and actually say that they created a word, but that shit came from the hood way before you actually did it. But you
Oh
just
yeah.
put it on the
No doubt
platform
about that.
and
No
actually
doubt about that.
accept the credit. So it's like the same thing as far as that's concerned. That was just for me. Like even the whole different stroke shit. A white man actually adopting a boy and taking him out of the fucking hood. I know a lot of niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? So like these situations were bad. So they wanted just a peace of mind, and they thought a peace of mind
Yeah.
meant
Yeah. Of
actually
course. Of
leaving their
course.
family, the
For
whole
for
nine. So Good
like
Times was that thing.
so basically what you're saying, Corey, which I agree with you totally. It's I'm sitting at home with a father and mother
Right.
who's
Exactly.
struggling
Exactly.
to make
Right.
shit happen.
Right.
And our favorite,
Well,
we sat down every Thursday. I don't I forget what day, sitting down and watching a family fail,
yeah. Yeah.
a black family fail.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can see
And then they
exactly
had
where
the
you're coming
nerve,
from, baby.
to kill the father.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That
Yeah.
was some righteous shit on the back end.
But look, I think that was a good topic, man. But I'm sorry. I was a little triggered by Good Times because it
Oh
was just a
no, I
lot of
appreciate.
sadness.
Yeah,
It was a
I
lot of
appreciate
sadness.
that.
But for
Yeah, I
kids,
appreciate
though,
that.
I'm gonna tell you, for young black kids, just for your beat off material with Thelma, right, and Walona, right, and then later on, because we was around the same age as Janet Penny, you know what I'm saying? You had something to look at. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And then
But
JJ
even
had the
that
nerve to,
situation,
yeah, and oh, that was horrible, man. I'm sorry. That we're gonna move on. If anybody else got
yeah,
anything
my
else? I'm
bad.
done
Yeah, my
talking,
Yeah,
man.
bad though, dog.
and then you had Thelma's husband or man or whatever who got
Oh
his.
Yeah,
my God,
yeah,
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 man.
yeah,
Come
yeah,
Yeah,
on,
you know,
dog.
I
he
mean,
yeah,
they
made it.
tried to delve into real life situations, but it was
yeah,
He's
the
gonna
yeah.
same
save the
shit.
family.
You know what I'm saying?
Thelma's husband, whose name was Keith.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
he
And
was gonna
then to make it
save the
so
family.
bad, was a bad man. But guess what? The buffoon made him break his damn knee.
Yeah,
Come on, man. And you know, JJ didn't mean to do it, but my point is tragic, man. We was looking at tragedy every day. I mean,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
week.
But
You know,
who was the
he blanked out just now.
and I heard in a interview that James John Amos, that was his reason for not wanting to be. That was his discrepancy with the show. He
Yeah,
said because they
I
come
heard
up
that.
with some great topics. He said, but then you throw in the dynamite stuff and comment and all that other stuff, and it minimizes the topic.
Yeah,
And him and
Uh-huh.
what was the guy, the Norman Lear or whoever the guy was,
Yeah.
I
they would
said,
bump heads all the time. And he said actually that's what got him put off the show.
It was. It was.
I appreciate
what
It
you
that,
was.
KB, because I kept saying Norman Mailer. Norman Lear is
Okay.
Say, look. You lucky I ain't hear that. So you know.
Well,
but
you
that's
couldn't
showing
hear.
your book skills too, Jaquari. You know what I mean? Norman Mailer's a real writer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what though? This is how you got to think about it. This is how I thought about it, man. You had Norman Mailer. You had the guy who was with Maud. You had the guy who was with
That now we about to
All in
go
the
there. Go ahead.
Family.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that was Norman Lear. Yeah,
No, Norman
Norman Mailer.
Lear.
Yeah, he wrote all of those.
Right.
He did all that.
He did all of those.
He
He
did
did.
all of that, and you think about how things are done now. You know what I'm saying? Jefferson was a successful ass dude, and he
And you know
called
what?
out shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
And you
saying?
know what?
but
Go
my
ahead.
another spoke to my original point, man, was the fact that we didn't need Norman Lear to write positive roles for Black Americans.
Right.
Black Americans should have done that, and
Yeah.
that's the
That's
case.
true.
That's the case today. I
That's
mean,
where black exploitation came from because
yeah,
we weren't actually allowed to do that.
Yeah.
absolutely. You might have pockets, of you look at Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, okay, but that's just two examples, and they got their own networks and everything, but only as far as I know, only black people are using those products, but it's the
No,
same.
man.
It's the
But
same material.
No.
here,
Oprah
It's
is
the
a
exact.
billionaire for a reason now.
here's what's crazy though, Smoke.
Let me finish. Let me finish. It's the same kind of material that we got back then, so nothing's changed. I mean, not those shows that
Okay.
come out.
Tyler Perry. I mean, but you
But
know, he's a comedy guy, man. So I
here's
can't
what's
take
crazy.
him seriously. I got to
And,
respect
and it,
his hustle, but I can't take him seriously.
but
And plus, go ahead, Flu.
here's
I guess I'll
if
just
you look
finish
at
my
it in the
point on the
same
next,
vein,
fellas.
in terms of comedy, if you look at it in the same vein, you had
Hold up, Damon. Hold up.
God damn.
Jaquari, go ahead and finish this. I cut you off. Damon,
Yeah.
let Jaquari finish his point
go ahead, man.
because
My bad, bro. Go ahead.
No, you don't get it. You don't get to have it now.
God damn, bro, I don't get a reprieve, man.
No, it's what I'm talking about, man.
No, I'm talking to Keith.
No,
Oh,
no,
I
no.
thought you
You
was
have
talking.
you have a tantrum, and
Hey,
No,
then
no, 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 no. I had
oh
a
yeah,
point.
hey,
I
look.
had
your ass
what
was
I
on your
had.
shoulders, man.
What I
Your
had
ass
was
was
a
on your
point
shoulders.
about good times. Is what I had.
I want to hear what he got to say.
No, no. You don't get to
Oh,
hear it now. You don't get to hear it now.
really?
Yeah.
Please, 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 please,
All
please.
right. Hey, look, we gonna move on since
No,
Yo,
no, don't.
I'm,
No, I ain't gonna let you do that.
oh,
what are you
hold on,
talking
man. You
about?
ain't finna hold us hostage, man. I got something to say. Let me talk. Let me say something.
Go ahead, Dave.
I,
Man, who just hopped and blow, man?
That was me, baby. Go ahead, man. Come on.
I'm on Jacory end now. I ain't got nothing to say.
All right. Well, look, we're gonna move on to the next one.
Oh,
And this
dang. Oh, so
and
you
this
just gonna
kind
cut me off now?
look at oh no you're not gonna feed into it, huh?
Hey,
Fuck
all I
it
was
then.
gonna say, man, all I was gonna say is that I'm really interested in hearing what Jacory have to say.
no, I was just razzing, man. I was done.
All right. This next topic. I saw this, like I said, I'm usually surfing through the internet, man, just for GP. And I saw this guy. I think he had just got out of prison, or he was just one of those men who who was like a community advocate. And he said one of the biggest misconceptions, and me this term is this next term is what it is with me. But he said one of the biggest misconceptions of street dudes, one of the biggest misconceptions that street dudes are masculine men. He said they are not masculine men because they lack emotional intelligence.
1000%.
What is your thoughts?
thousand
Now,
percent.
what I felt he was saying, what I felt he was saying when he said lacking emotional intelligence was having tantrums. You know how they get into it, and like I said, street dudes. I'm just a little iffy on that, but they get into it where they settle things with guns. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
and and that their temper is quick as a pistol click, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, just I call it tantrums. Just go out, be out in the world, and just sock somebody in the mouth. Or you know what I'm saying? The different examples. What I mean by that, right? And he was saying that they needed a man in their life to at least give them a barometer
Yep.
on not letting his emotions
Get the
dictate
best
what
of
they
his
do.
intelligence. Yeah.
Now it depends on what they're doing out there. If they're out there being, if they're out there in the criminal world or some shit like that, you got to carry yourself a different way. But I'm talking
Yep.
about quote unquote street dudes, which I need one of you guys to explain to me what the hell is a street dude.
I have no
You know what I'm
idea.
saying? But
Dudes, dudes making a living in the
we'll
street.
start with you, Bill. What do you think about this statement?
What emotional intelligence statement or the street dude
Yeah,
statement?
the whole thing. You see it on your screen?
Yes, I see it. I
One,
see it.
yeah.
Emotional intelligence just means you lack self awareness. You understand your self awareness. I googled it, yo. I googled it, big dog. When you send me a jump.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Um, controlling impulses, like you said about just going right to the guns, or whatever. Motivation, empathy for people, and social skills. So I don't know if that's a street person or that can be any man. You can be a freaking baseball coach and have that type of problems too.
That's my point. But go ahead, Bill.
Right.
That's
Yeah, I'm
that's what
just
I
saying.
meant by description of street dude. But I get it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, you say street dude. Me, a street dude, this dude who makes his living off the streets. Like, he a drug dealer or hustler or whatever. I mean, that's why I call
Yeah,
it street dude. I see a
Yeah.
lot of punks with street dudes though. A lot of dudes who couldn't rumble and all that. And street dudes. I met dudes with a doctorate that could fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know, and was very macho and very had swag. So I mean, that's just people just say stuff like this mouth sometimes. But no, I mean, to me, emotional intelligence can be anybody. Any of us can have that lacking somewhere emotional intelligence. You know what I mean? It
Hmm.
covers
It go,
things to me. To me,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
emotional intelligence to
If
me
I
is
answer
the
the question,
ability.
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
And
Corey.
I
Go,
ain't
Corey.
mean to jump in there either,
No,
but
you good.
the
You good. You
emotional
good.
intelligence goes back because it's for me is I'm trying not to lose the thought. But emotional intelligence is for me is learning to have friends like Bill who actually say, "Yo, what y'all niggas is doing is fucked up," right? So
Right.
at the end of the day, I want to hear that different. And in order for me to hear that different, I have to have a father or some male around that teaches me how to respond to things other than what Big Dog is talking about by punching a nigga in the mouth, calling them
Right.
soft, wanting to beat
Right.
them the fuck up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's also having some respect for something that don't look like you. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way of not having emotional intelligence, feeling like, oh, you think this nigga's a sucker, so you gotta fuck his girl. You know what I'm saying? It's like little dumb shit like that. So you have no emotional intelligence to even approach it at a different angle other than that um, bravado type action way. So that's
Okay.
what I think lack of emotional intelligence is. Because I think and I'm not no street dude by no means, but a lot of what I did when I was younger was it had everything what Bill described. No empathy, this, that. I was what we talked about earlier, mad about how I was being treated in the world, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. All right.
Hey,
Keith.
Big Dog, real Big Dog. I throw something in there real quick for you too.
Yeah.
Real
Go.
quick. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
It's not wrong with being a street dude, but I got to tell my son you got to be street awareness and also be educated and be intelligent and have common sense
Oh
too.
yeah.
But go ahead,
Com.
Keith.
Yeah. Common sense. Keith.
Yeah, growing up, I'm a country boy, so if you when you would say a street dude was somebody that was what they call, I guess, a hustler now, but it was a hustler to survive,
Mm-hmm.
multi-talented. He may be washing dishes here. He'll leave there. He's cutting grass. He's going
Mm,
over here. He's a hustler. That's a street dude. And somehow I got turned. I guess they Hollywooded the thing. Now it's supposed to be someone that's
that's a great.
riding around and has people intimidated. He's in the community.
Criminal.
He goes around. He has some people. He's got an ego, and people see
Criminal.
him as something. Yeah, and he's got women following him that have a false sense of security when they're around him and stuff. So they've Hollywood, I think, has put a twist on that.
Mm,
What that street dude is, and like I agree with you all was saying about the emotional intelligence. Something as I did, I guess we've done as as school resource officers in our last profession was when you speaking to brothers and you telling them, you look, man, just cause you have to keep your eye on what is your goal? What are you trying to do?
yeah.
If you're trying to get this job right here, and this person interviewing you is slick out the mouth, or the people at your job, you got a family to feed and everything. There's people around you slick out the mouth, and they're saying stuff that's you'd be justified probably pop one of them in the mouth. Do you need to do it,
Yeah.
or do you need to have the emotional intelligence to navigate, keep focused on the prize, and then later on, if that opportunity presents itself, you can address it. You can handle it then. You know, you in the bathroom, ain't nobody in the bathroom. Y'all talking about, hey
Boop
man,
boop 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 boop.
let me let you know I've been letting you slide. The stuff you been saying is this, that,
Yeah.
and the other. You know, see where we at now. I might see you out at the mall in the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so that part of it is been turned around, and I think what the thing, especially with our younger brothers now, is knowing how to navigate it.
Yeah.
So look, man, you no matter what's going on, you got to stay focused on the prize. I know the guys back there like, hey man, you soft and you tender, because you let them do this, you let somebody say this. But if you do that and you locked away, everything you working for is gone.
Yeah.
Mind your business. Everybody
Yeah.
got their business to mind, right? So if minding my business is getting to my family every night, I'm not fucking around with none of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
You
go
know what I'm
back and
saying?
address that other thing later. You know how I
Yeah.
know I can? Because even you thinking you got away with it.
Yeah.
So you thinking you can do it again. I know I'm gonna get an opportunity to address it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gonna
I'm gonna
try it
be
again.
even better equipped. I'm gonna have a suit on the whole nine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's real shit. Yeah.
Damon.
Emotional intelligence for me is that cat who comes to a conclusion that, man, do I hit this lick, or do I continue to grind to be there for my family? That's emotional intelligence for me. You have to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Everything else behind not making the right decision is, hey man, there's a chance that I can't be there for my family. I'm either be locked up or dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to really sit down and say, you know what? I hate this grind, I hate this job, but I'm gonna do it, and eventually it's gonna work out for me, or I can get out there and hustle, knowing the dangers that come with it. You know what I'm saying? You have to weigh out what matters to you the most. My rep on the street. Do I have to keep people in fear not to mess with me? A person that's grinding and doing the right thing has to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a victim, man. Like Bro said. You be in the bathroom with a guy who like hungry and want to eat. Man, I got this opportunity to get this brother. He got the same attitude. I got the opportunity to walk out this bathroom with this clown. You know what I'm saying? So my decision is, I'm either going to survive. If you're on the positive end, I'm either going to survive to get back to my family, or I'm going to be a victim to this cat who's just trying to feed his family for one day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's where it comes in. That's the emotional aspects of it. I'm going home. Just like y'all law enforcement guys. Y'all had this attitude, man. I'm doing a job to feed my family, but I'm gonna go home every day. Whereas the cat, like, man, you know what? You know, I want to hit this lick just for this day, and tomorrow, whatever comes, there's no long-term solution for that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be emotionally involved and say, you know what? I'm responsible. You know what I'm saying? For the long term.
Yeah.
And there's a difference.
Okay.
And that takes maturity. That takes maturity.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Always look, we always need time to mature, man, because I'm
That's
gonna
right.
tell you now.
Man,
You know,
think about man growing up, man, when you was just on some dumb shit, man, because you hanging with your boys.
Mm-hmm. All the
You know
time.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think how many times you could have been caught up then.
Yeah, Fluke, me and you, baby, remember?
Yeah, that's why I looked at you, and that's why I made that statement.
No, I think Big Dog coming back, cussing me out that next day.
And I was in college at the time, bro.
Right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just going off, oh man, damn this. And
Right.
And then I got calls from y'all kept talking about, no, hey Fluke, you know you fucked up, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm scared.
Hey, Fluke.
I'm not scared.
Fluke, your brother put it on me.
Oh my God, man. I'm glad he got to you first before he got to
Yeah,
me.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was there on that campus to represent him on some bullshit.
Right.
No
You know what
doubt.
I'm saying? He invited me.
I had specific instructions, Fluke.
I know.
And I failed. I failed it.
You dropped the ball, Bill.
I dropped the ball. Big Dog was looking for me, man.
Hey, bro. I just dodged the stuff. Because
Right.
the cat I was supporting was locked up.
Yeah.
And Bill looking at me talking about, hey man, what is you doing, man?
What are you doing, Blue? I think Keith had to work that night or something. You had to work, Keith?
I did. I had to work. I had to work.
Hey, Damon, you ain't do that sound check. You say, Mom, Daddy, oh, I can do what I want to do.
Hey, I didn't even get to that point. I was like, I'm with my brother's dogs. I can, whatever come, I'm with it.
Right.
And the whole time I'm with it, they like, hey man, calm down.
Chill out, Luke. Fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I can do that.
Jaquar,
It was what it was.
what's your opinion?
Well, I would argue that because a lot of people say that our young black men are in the state. Well, some of our young black men are in this state because they don't have male examples in the house or whatever. Their mom might be single, but I would argue that they're following the examples of men that they see.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The easier examples required because it can't be all the men that they see.
Yeah, but the ones who are successful in their opinions, they're the ones that they're going to chase. I mean, that's just how young boys are. I mean, they're going to find when boys are young, they're going to find a male influence, an older male influence.
No doubt.
Now, be it positive or negative, that's a shot in the dark. But yeah, that's about it.
And Keith, I never met the perfect man. I never been the perfect male yet. So we all got some work to do.
But see, that's the whole point, though. To appreciate the fact that you got a chance to improve, man. See, a lot of the six of us is on this screen today because we appreciated the chance to fucking change. You know what I'm saying?
I never met the perfect man, but I've been him on several occasions because I've had positive effects on people.
Yes, sir.
I was perfect for them at that time.
That's
let
all.
me introduce myself.
This is me.
All modest.
Look, this is me. This is who I am.
Yeah, I ain't modest. Fuck that.
But look, I'm gonna tell you, the six of us on this screen, I know we can name some good shit that we did for ourselves and for people, man. See, that's the whole point.
All day long. Yes, sir.
What has always sustained me was, I always loved individual accolades, man. Whatever it was, right? But really and truly, when somebody comes to me and say, hey, bro, I don't know if you remember this or not. You said this to me.
Yeah. I'm glad you're saying that. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Nigga, I'm on this motherfucker right now because you raised me in certain manners. There's certain times that I was with Big Dog and he would say certain things. He don't know what the fuck he's saying to me, but I would take that shit in and it would change my whole mood and how I would think about something in the next coming weeks, a couple months, or if I run into a situation. I wasn't around a lot of people that had that type of thought process at that particular time. So for me, the Dre's, the Big Dogs, anybody that I was actually encountering, they don't know what they was doing for me, and just in the conversations that they was having. So that's why I'm here today.
With me, it happened in real time. Some shit jumped off with one of our boys and stuff was happening. And I was sitting there huffing and blowing my chest out, talking about let's do it, let's make it happen. And he came to me and grabbed me and lifted me off my feet, and I saw the street light, and I was floating in the air. He said, "Fluke, look around, man. The cats that you was trying to protect, they gone."
Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah.
He said, "They gone. Get your ass in the car.
Let's go."
Yeah.
I guess it goes back to what Bill was saying.
Ja'Quar, you was gonna say something?
I was the toughest cat on the street, and he snatched me. My feet was off the damn ground.
No, the motherfucker, look, the motherfucker was already knocked out on the ground. I'm like, well, what are you getting ready to do, man? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Ja'Quar, what was you getting ready to say?
I forgot.
You forgot that quick.
My bad, brother.
Isn't a part of life being having service though, Craig? Part of life is service. Being a servant.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something, Bill. To be honest with you, my parents were naturally big on that. Me and Ja'Quar and Damon's parents was naturally big on that.
My
You know what
mom
I'm saying? And I wanted them to be proud of me. You understand what I'm saying? Because they gave me responsibility. Hey, look, my dad said, I'm giving responsibility for you, and I'm giving you responsibility for your brothers. Don't drop the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't drop the ball. And I took that seriously.
That's real.
But you know, that kind of sort of brings me back to, and I don't want to beat a dead horse or anything like that, but you know, the conversation we had about, I'll wait till Keith comes back. Yeah, that kind of takes me back to to the conversation we were having about Black History Month. Now, you know, over the years, man, you know, I've become disenchanted with it, man, because I mean, the idea, you know, all day, man, celebrate us. But the fact that, you know, we only talk about, you know, the monumental achievements the Black people have made and contributed to this country, man, to me, that's fucking bullshit. Because as a child, man, it sent me the message. As a child, it sent me the message that I have to do something fucking amazing. Amazing. Just wait. Just to order, just to even be accepted in society.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know, it's like you know, what was it? I seen it on the reels. This lady was talking about how like back in the '60s, everybody was telling kids that, you know, people are racist against you because, you know, they hate the color of your skin, right? So who's wrong in that sense? Is a little black boy wrong for having black skin, or is the motherfucker wrong for hating the black boy? That's the message that I got. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Give me a little bit more. I think I do. So what do you mean?
I mean, the wording, the etymology of, you know, of words, right? Like when we were talking about revolution. I'm saying whenever we're dealing with words, you know, I think as a society we need to know what the base definition of each word that we use is before we take it and put it onto a thing. Okay, revolution in the sense that we were talking about is social change. Fucking call it what it is. You know, to me, the way we define revolution today has nothing to do with the base word.
I got you, and I got you. I got your point. No, I got your point. Then that's why I kind of said, well, look, when I think of revolution, I think of the straight up battle. You know what I'm saying? And it's just all it's just how each and one of us see it. You know what I'm saying?
But it starts with an ideal concept too, though. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. All right. Well, look, it's been a day of segues, man. Because we were talking about just how, you know, emotional maturity and all this shit, right? The quote, I finally found my rhythm when I realized even the steps backward were part of the dance.
Yeah.
I saw this shit and it hit me like a ton of fucking bricks. You hear me? Because this why it hit me that way was because you know how we going forward. and we get frustrated when there's a setback, right? When I read this at 61 years old, I was like, holy smokes,
Wow.
it's all the dance, the frontwards and the step backwards, the stumble, the fall, the trip and fall, the getting up. It's the dance. It's the dance of becoming who I am.
Yeah. You're born twice. You're born twice. You die once. You're born with no teeth, no hair, wearing a diaper. You die with no teeth, no hair, wearing a diaper. But in that little bit in
I
the
hope that
inside,
ain't the
right
case with
there, it's like Big Dog just said, right? That stumbling back and forth. I heard somebody say this just recently online too. It's when a baby starts to walk for the first time. They doing exactly what Big Dog do. That's what adults do. We never grow up to be actual real adults. Our age make us that and our experience. But how we treat that shit, we always children.
Good point. Anybody else?
I didn't mean to jump in there, like, but you were saying some real shit again.
Bill, what you think, brother?
I mean, it's all it's all awesome, bro. Like go back what Corey just said. I hope we die with a diaper and no teeth.
Yeah, you know
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm saying?
saying? If you
Well,
get that
That
I'll
mean
take
I'm an
that.
old man. That
I'll
mean I'm an
take
old
hold
that.
man.
on,
My garbage
hold on,
done.
hold on, Bill. Hold on. I'm gonna read this to you. I'm gonna read this to you. I want you to give me a fucking a decent answer than that. What the fuck was that?
Go ahead, read again. Read again.
I finally found my rhythm when I realized that even the steps backward were part of the dance.
Oh yeah, that's real talk. I mean, it says it all. Get up, you brush yourself off, and do it again. Little fight again.
Yeah.
See, I appreciate that answer, Bill. Thank you, sir.
I was repeating what Corey said
Yeah.
about
When you get
being
No,
born.
no,
You know what I
no,
mean?
no, I get it, but you
I'm
was too
thinking
heavy.
Corey said now,
Here we
90 years
go.
old man.
You were leaning too heavy on Corey's answer
Here we
and
go.
give a shit about you.
My bad, big dog. My bad.
Hey Keith, what do you think, bro?
Well, based off Corey answer, I'm gonna say that hey that
Corey
depends.
hit it right on the button, man.
That depends.
I mean,
Hey, he
like,
just
you know what
dropped
I'm
it. You can't.
saying? Like,
I'm with you,
You
Corey,
have
all
to
day,
address
homie.
what
I'm
he
with
said.
you, man.
You have to
I'm
address
just
what he
saying,
said.
man. Some of
Look,
that
No,
shit
look,
is
look,
like
look,
Bill
look.
be saying, like it's
Look, look, let
KB.
me change a
no,
couple words so he'll think it's mine. No.
no. No, I was gonna say, yeah, that the statement just pretty much sounds. I mean, it says it all. It wraps it up.
Yeah.
Man,
Summarizes everything.
it
And it's
does,
the
man.
thing is that quote should be taught to
Mm-hmm.
little
Yes.
people.
Yes,
Yes.
The
sir.
little people that keep
Yes.
repeating it to
Oh
them.
Yes,
my
sir.
God. See,
Yeah,
this
Yes,
is
sir.
why strong perspectives is
yeah,
needed, man. That shit he just said, man.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Get it to the
Yes,
young,
sir.
the little guys, toddlers,
Yeah.
little guys, and keep
Yeah.
repeating it to them. You want
Yeah.
that in their mind, at the front of their mind all the time.
Yes,
And
Because
Mm.
sir.
it's real life. It's real life. It's
It's
yeah,
life.
No
real
doubt.
life, man.
because it
Real
took
life.
a while. I was a full grown man when I even got even close. It wasn't
To that.
said like that, but to get
Yep.
all of that together like that, was like,
Yeah.
hey man, it ain't all about you. You know, the stuff
Hey,
you
listen,
go
hey,
through when you fall and go through stuff. It's
Yeah.
a lesson behind everything.
Man, you
Right,
get
you
Sometimes
know,
the
right,
stronger.
lesson ain't about you. Sometimes it's
right.
about for somebody else that's seeing you,
So, hey,
watching you
my
come
daddy,
through.
my daddy told me one time because I was, he would ask me a question and he was like, "Man, really? That's what you say?" I said, "Yeah, man," because I was about me. And he said, "Do you know it's people that learning from you that you don't even know, man?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
that part.
He said it's people learning from you that you don't even know and probably will never meet in your life. That's
yeah,
how God works.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
What he does, you don't understand. You
Yeah.
don't get.
Yeah.
So your only job is to stay on your path, learn from
Yep.
your mistakes,
Mind your
which is
business.
called wisdom, and you are in place for somebody else.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
hey,
shit.
And
And you
you
know,
know,
and,
go
and,
ahead,
and, and, and for me, that's my grandbaby.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm against the world if it affects my grandbaby's life in a negative situation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
She was she. It took her my daughter years to birth her, and she almost died in the process.
Mm.
I ain't supposed to understand that.
Yeah.
She here
Mm.
for a reason.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You understand what
That's
I'm saying?
real.
So every day I wake
That's
up,
real.
I think about, okay, what do I do to inspire her to be herself?
Hmm.
No doubt. No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
You done flute, but
Yeah,
go ahead.
Hey, Jaquari has to go, Bill. Go if it's real quick. Go ahead.
Now I was
But
gonna say,
Jaquari, you
I'm
next.
sorry, Corey. I was gonna say real quick. I don't know about y'all, but when Keith threw the question at me, I had to go Google it because I wasn't sure what it meant. I ain't gonna lie. I said, am I emotionally like
Mm.
intelligent? You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if I was even emotionally intelligent. Like, at
Mm.
57, I still think simple sometimes. I do. I get hard
Yeah.
headed. You know what I
Same
mean?
here. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That's
Yeah.
just me. You know
That's
what I
the
mean?
struggle. That's the
Yeah,
journey. That's
I
part of the
still get a
journey,
little
though,
road
Bill.
rage.
But
Hey, Bill,
here's the gauge though, Bill.
sometimes you come to that conclusion when you're like, I ain't finna argue with nobody. I'm just gonna be me, man. Maybe that might
Right,
inspire.
Hey,
right.
hey, hey,
Right.
hey
Yeah.
let's simplify it. Let's simplify it real quick. Then you go, Jaquari. Do you listen to somebody you have high regard for
Of
if they
course.
say something to
Mm-hmm.
you?
Of
That's
course. You always
emotional
follow them.
intelligence.
You always follow
Yeah,
what they
That's
say.
but that all
that's
depends on
emotional intelligence.
if you seek them out based on your
Yeah.
personal experience. You
No, I'm
seek them
saying
out.
no.
But
This is what I'm saying, Damon. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying to you, if I look at you and say to you, whether you agree whether you agree with me or not, I say, hey man, I didn't like what you just said.
Right.
You may not agree, like man, what the fuck you mean, right?
Right.
But you heard what I said,
Yeah.
and you gonna consider, well, like, damn, he might be right. That's emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
hey Keith,
That's all.
hey Keith, hey Keith, this is when you know you're talking too much. When you're talking to somebody you respect and you respect their opinion or whatever, and you talking and they do this,
But you know what's crazy? What I do also,
you
I see,
know,
I see,
damn, maybe
I
I
see,
need to step back a minute. Those steps you
I
talked
see
about.
got different opinions too. I might talk
Yeah,
to Big Dog, I might talk to my man D, I
yeah,
might talk to Ham. I see got
yeah.
different opinions too to see where you know what I mean, and try
I
to
do
find
Where
a
too.
you
fit.
at in the teachings?
I
Yes,
do
Is
sir.
that
too.
it, Bill?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Because the lesson is layered, right?
Yeah.
The
It
lesson is the
always
layer.
is,
The
man.
living is
It's
layered.
definitely layered.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Absolutely.
So certain things, certain knives got to come out when it's needed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
And like Uncle say, different ways to skin a cat too. A lot of different ways to
yeah,
skin a cat.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Jaquari, what do you think, brother?
It's a heavy statement, man. It's a heavy statement,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and I
yeah.
think that you need like the emphasis should be put on the back steps because the back steps prepare you for the running start shit. You're gonna
Mm,
need it some shit.
yep.
Some shit
Damn,
you
Jaquari,
got
what the fuck, man? Y'all, hey, man, all five of y'all just hit me in the head with, damn, that was crazy right there, boy. You said that backstep does what, Jaquari?
prepares you
Yeah,
for the running start.
yeah.
Hey,
It does.
mother say, somebody say,
Yes, it
That's
somebody,
does. Dup, 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 dup,
some
dup.
real
somebody,
shit.
hey, a person coming to the situation wanting to argue and shit, looking
Yeah,
for
Right.
key
yeah,
words. What trigger?
yeah.
The word that triggers you in your feelings.
Yeah.
that's real. That's immature as hell, man. You
Yeah,
ain't learned shit.
yeah. So, hey, listen, this last segment, I mean, to me, like I said, I've been
I ain't
being
afraid to.
61 now, older. I appreciate the fact that I'm saying this Black History Month. Now,
Mm,
I'm not into the rah rah. I'm just into the history of my journey, how I
mm,
walked this earth. You know what I'm saying? The different people that I ran into
Yeah.
that I was blessed to know and still know,
Mhm.
and the people who that passed on their richness of this realness, man.
That's Black
With
History
that
to
being
me
said,
right there.
yeah, that's realness, man. So
That's
with
what it
that being
is.
said, is this, and you can take as long as you want or take as short as you want. What does it mean to you to be here right now as you?
Hmm.
Me,
I'm gonna
man.
let that marinate for a second.
Yeah, just
Now, if you
Repeat it,
want to
Joe.
go,
Repeat it.
what does it mean to you to be here right now in this moment as you, your
Man,
journey, who you are, and
y'all too deep for me.
what you became? Jaquar, you said you ready to say something?
yeah, just really quickly, man. I mean, for me, I'm not flabbergasted, but I'm really amazed that I've gotten to this point because
Mm.
and it's been said on this platform before, man. Our generation, we were told that we were going to be dead by 21.
Yeah, we had
You know,
shit.
Yep.
16.
so outside of my 30s, hell, I didn't make no big plans.
Yeah.
Now I find myself in a position, and I feel like I'm scrambling, man. Trying to think about my retirement.
Well,
Mm.
It's somebody somewhere, man, got into the mix and skewed the narrative and fucked everything up to where I'll say it again, man. You know, the common man is feeling shortchanged out of the gate because the world tells us that we need that we need to have this big thing in our lives, this big positive thing in our lives that we're responsible for. Not everybody's going to be on that platform.
Okay.
Okay, it's okay to be regular. So it's okay to work a 9 to 5. It's okay not not to go to bars or hit clubs or you know do anything that society uh, uh, says is going to propel you as a man.
Hmm.
Just be who you are, and that's enough.
I like that, Jaquar. I do. I do. Um, Bill.
I knew you were gonna call my name.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
You called it for
uh,
a reason, bro. You called it
that's
for a
that's
reason.
that's that's deep. That's deep. And I think about it, you think about the journey. I think about my journey from meeting all you guys. And when I first met Keith, I was like 17. And Big Dog was like a big took me on his wing immediately. I don't know he saw something in me. I don't know. You know what I mean? He got me my first real job too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Work at Schumann Center. So I'm blessed. I'm happy that I just say, what my family's been through. A lot of I had an older family, so I really love older people. And my family's older, and a lot of them passed on. My sisters is gone. My mom and dad dead. I
Yeah.
never really got to know my grandparents too well. So my journey, as far as the journey go, it's a blessing. It's a blessing every day. Like to say, listen, I'm 57. I mean, health is always on the edge sometimes. You know what I mean? But go to gym, work out, drink water, eat your vegetables, and prolong that thing. You know what I mean? So,
No doubt.
um, uh, I don't know. I mean, I'm just happy and blessed, man. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I've come a long way. I've had some situations. You're like, wow, I came out of that. You know what I mean? I made it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
made it. You know what I mean? Fuck it, I made it.
Yeah.
I ain't wealthy. I ain't live in the suburbs, but I got a house. I got a nice car, a nice house. I'm married, I got kids. I got grandkids.
You
Listen,
mind
I
your
know
business.
I know, what I
Hell,
miss.
isn't that the American dream, bro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know
You
what I
feel
mean?
me?
And I met some great friends around. I mean, I never had no blood brother. I always envy like y'all because I never had a blood brother. I had sisters. I had grew up in a
Mm.
house with all women, so that's a different situation. But I
Yeah.
always took people like Big Dog
Lessons
and
is different.
huh?
The
Yes,
lessons is different.
that's
Yeah.
different.
You
That's
got the best of both worlds.
yes, sir. So my homies, my boys, my friends, I always look at them as my brother, like Big Dog and Luke and my boys here and Bruce and them. You know what I mean? I look at them as my
Yeah.
brothers, so I took that honor as being their brother. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm the
Support him.
same. I'm thankful, blood.
41 years knowing your ass, bro.
Yes, sir.
41
Yes,
years.
sir. I'm a big
Yes,
dog.
sir.
Put that 40 out that window. I thought he was a magician, man. I tell my boys back in Philly about it. I said, man, this nigga, he like 6'9", 300 pounds. Can run. That's like a superhero, man, to me. Man, you know what I mean?
That's the thing. That's what
I
I'm
come back
saying.
to my
That's
boys.
the thing.
They like, how big is he? I see like 6'9", man. And his brother's like 6'6", 6'7". They foul, they cool as shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
yeah,
So,
that's
we,
good shit.
I've enjoyed my journey, man. And I just hope God give me
Damn,
another
that's
30,
good.
20, 40 years to do it some more, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
That's
sir.
what you know what I
Amen.
mean?
Absolutely.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm good.
Keith. Keith.
Uh-huh. Yeah, mine is a little deeper because through stuff I went through as a child, when I was younger, I had to reprogram my mind because I didn't think I was good enough. So I would look at what you were doing and I'd be like,
Mhm.
wow, I try to impersonate people because I wanted to be treated well.
yeah,
And I was always
that's real
hearing
shit.
what I couldn't do. You're not tall enough, you're not old enough, you're old enough to know better. It was always on a negative thing. So I had to deprogram myself as I got older. And my 20s was like a nightmare because that's what I was functioning off of, but now I'm on my own. So I didn't even have those few that were pouring into me. So I had to overcome that and become and start really believing in myself. So at this point, it's different because I got to meet other people that I could relate to and respect, and I could understand where the people that were pouring the negativity on me before, I understood what made me start feeling that way and why they were doing it, more importantly,
Yeah,
why they were doing that to me. And a lot of times it wasn't even, I don't think it was even malice in it. That was just what they did.
yeah.
And
No emotional intelligence. The brain don't develop until 25.
yeah, see, so so it hurt me in all types of aspects. So that's why it put me in this mentality to where I always got to prove something. I don't think I'm good enough.
Yeah,
I'm always trying to prove something to you.
Mm.
So even when me and you friends, I'm still the whole time you don't know it. I'm
yeah.
still trying to prove to you I'm worthy. I
My
belong here.
friendship is loyalty. Yeah.
I'm that guy.
Self-awareness, man. That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
and a lot of that was on me because I knew I was trying to prove it,
Yep.
and I didn't want you to think that it wasn't natural,
Yeah.
Mm.
that it wasn't actually me.
Oh
Mhm.
So
shit. Yeah.
so to bring it all the way around, now I'm confident at the point to where I tell younger people what I tell myself. I say, hey, brother, you enough.
Yeah.
You are enough. You landed on this earth with everything you needed.
Yeah.
And those that's, if you righteous, you know right from wrong, man. If you doing your thing or someone else is doing something that's not good for you, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it. But if there's someone that's trying to pull you into that, then they're not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't be ashamed to be who you are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And even if who you say you are, you decide that's who you are. If that turns out to be not quite a good thing, or it's not up to speed for the environment you in, then you adjust. Don't let
Yeah.
them
Pivot.
adjust you. You adjust. So
Yeah.
that's my answer. I feel
Okay.
pretty good about myself Now that stuff I had as a child, I fight it every day. It's still there.
We gonna always fight our scars, man. Our
Yeah.
scars
Yes,
is
sir.
what they
Yes, sir.
are. They
Yeah.
look,
We
look.
never, like I said, we never grow
They,
up.
hey, Keith, they are our steps backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the
You
step
know what
backward.
I'm
Yep.
saying?
But like Jaquari said, they're the things that make you run forward too. After you actually already stepped in shit one time, you ain't gonna step in shit again. Like you know what I'm saying? So each
Yeah.
time you go
Hopefully.
backwards,
Hopefully.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
All right, Corey, since
In
you
your
said
control.
Corey, you up, brother?
What's that?
Answer the
Yes,
question
sir.
for us. How do you
What's the
feel about
question?
who you are right now? Your
Man, I
journey.
feel great about myself. It's funny because uh I've never met Keith over here. Keith, Bill, I know. But to hear these brothers talk, it's like I've been friends with them for years. You know, I
Yes,
love
sir.
the strong
Hmm.
perspective, brothers. That's for definite. But every time KB's on here, it seems like it. I get off of the call, and I put myself through therapy. What place are you at where what he's talking about? No, this real shit. No. What place are you at in that particular space? It's a kid I fuck with right now named Derek. He got this joint called Cloudy Donuts, and I was telling my girl the other day, I was like, yo, he has a spirit where I want to be, right?
Mm,
But I haven't done enough work on myself. So hearing KB say what he fights that every day, that's that thing. So when you hear another black man actually speak for me in a certain way where he's headed toward his journey full speed, that's what the fuck I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta continue to have that type of lead. So yeah, I feel great in my life because I gave up my greatness as a child, like Keith said. You know, sometimes you can end up getting bullied and then becoming a bully, but your emotional intelligence don't allow you to come out of that.
Hmm.
So you treat people certain ways, and then that shit comes back to haunt you because at the end of the day, I got my father and my uncle, both older men. They both on this earth right now. I don't want to be old with old ways about myself, and I don't have the emotional intelligence to actually move forward with my old age, right?
mm,
Because that's another thing that I think that we get lazy with ourselves. Like Bill said, working out, drinking your water, that shit got to be the daily, got to be the norm. Sitting on the edge of that bed, taking it easy, the whole nine. I talk like this now because I was afraid to talk like this when I was younger because, like Keith said, I didn't want to say anything to move the crowd away from me. Because as human beings, we all have a dependency problem or issue. And when you have family issues, your friends become that dependent thing that they don't even know.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
that's real. That's real.
So yeah, I feel
Corey,
great as shit.
Fight no
are
demons.
you done, Corey? Corey, you done?
Yeah.
Corey,
I went first, I think.
you
It's fruit
sure?
time. It's fruit time.
I didn't know you. I thought, okay. Damon, it's on you.
I remember what you said, bro. I'm just kidding, man. You know, for me, man, am I comfortable with myself? Do I love who I am? Who going through my maturation process? Am I okay with myself? I absolutely am because what I went through
That's a good question.
and the relationship that I sustained through those processes meant something because that means I gained something. I gained the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, man. There are things that people could point to say, "Hey, man, I thought he was better than that." You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they come to, well, you know what? But he's still somebody I respect and love. You know what I'm saying? That meant that I was meant to go through that. You know what I'm saying? And I gained wisdom from it. I look at how my wife sees me. She is the first person to say, "Man, don't do that shit, man, because you know what it's going to lead to." You know what I'm saying? And then she comes back and say, "You went through it. We had our arguments and all that stuff, but you became a better person because you went through that process. You gained wisdom from it."
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? That's not in my control. I'm just going through what I went through. But even in my worst points, I am still able to sustain those relationships. It was meant to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just me going through something. I'm not in control of that. You know what I'm saying? And I am able to sustain those relationships, and I am better for it, and they are better for being with me for it. I have no control over that. That's God. That's God. You know what I'm saying? And we can sit back and talk about and point fingers about, man, you know, you was following that situation. But you still call me every day because I made up for it. I was able to express to you that, hey man, I apologize if I offended you, but I was going through something that I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? But you're still here with me. You're still here with me. There's no bitterment. I'm not bitter in my life. You know, I feel bad if I slighted somebody and made them feel a certain way, but going through the process, I was able to come back and say, you know what, let me apologize to you. Let me tell you I'm sorry for this, and let me show you that I am better for the situation. That's just life.
Well, Dame, I don't mean to actually interrupt you, but I
Go
want to go
ahead,
back
man.
to emotional intelligence again. That's the other thing, right? I think that the men on this panel and other men have taught me self-correction is half the battle of friendships. So if you say you love somebody, you better be able to self-correct. I think a lot of us don't understand what self-correction is. When you have somebody who's challenging your life in a way that you're not actually running, but you want to go that route, you got to be able to actually understand and where they're coming from. So if they say something to you and you feel some type of way about it, you got to allow self-correction because at the end of the day, they taught you something, right? So self-correction as black men, that's not something that's always taught to us. So we lose a lot of our friendships. So like I said, strong perspectives and being on this show, this shit is what I'm talking about. Being able to raise yourself in a way where emotional intelligence is just as important as being a street nigga.
Right. I had
Because
this
they both
experience
need it.
today.
Both need it.
I had this experience with my grandbaby today. You know what I'm saying? I told her to do something, and she decided to run and not do what I said, and going through all this stuff, right? And when I finally caught up with her, I was like, did you hear what I said? Do this and do that, right? And she looked at me and she said, why are you yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me? And she went through this whole emotional thing at 4 years old. And I sat there, and my wife came out the room, and she looked at me talking about, she came out the room, and she looked at me and was like, who the hell is you right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep manipulating. Keep manipulating.
Whatever the case was, she said, who the hell is you right now? And I was like,
that's real
she need to do what I tell her to do, and so on and so forth. And she said, but did you approach her? Are you been with her every day? That was a different approach. Now she's reared back from you.
Yeah.
You different.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the emotional. Yeah. That's the
You different.
Yeah.
And then I had to beg my grandbaby to give me a hug and sit with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to beg her to give me a hug and sit with me because I'm the adult. I'm the person who went through life as it was and understood that when she was running from me, she was laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
Chase me, granddaddy. So it wasn't her to find me. She just wanted to be chased.
You had that gout in that ankle. That's what pissed you off.
Yes. My damn foot was on fire. My damn feet. And I almost fell on my damn face.
Grandpa was hurting, baby.
At the time, you was like, this little girl think I can't catch it. And then a couple seconds later,
at the time I was thinking, Go ahead.
A couple seconds later, he was like, "Well, I can't kiss this little girl."
I could.
Come here.
I could. Hey, Jacory, she was in the corner doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I ain't got time for this shit today.
If I was there, I would have done you no good, man, because I'd have fell out.
Hey, my point is, she was having a good time playing with her granddaddy, and I was on the club foot thinking, Lord have mercy, it's gonna be worse.
He said club foot.
It's gonna be worse. Hey, here's the crazy part about it, and I thought it through. This is when I started being loving. This is when I started being loving, bro. When I thought about it,
I was like, Damon, be thankful she didn't come back and try to give you a hug and accidentally step on you.
When I thought about it, and all it took was my wife to come out the room and look at me like, I couldn't have drunk that beer last night. The onus is on you. Not the and when I thought about it, man, and I wanted to love on her, and she looking at me though. You yelled at me.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell her. I yelled because my foot was hurting. It had nothing to do with you. Yeah. And I realized my point is we go through stuff, man, and it's not what we projected to be. You know what I'm saying? We have to take the time to think about this and say, you know what? It's really not that serious. Yeah. We're going through something, but we have to make the adjustment.
And see, I'm trying to make that adjustment beforehand, like KB said. I'm actually trying to remind myself or rewire my brain to not respond to things in this type of way at this age, right? Because it starts to take away from the age, all that other shit. And two, I really don't give a fuck. So at the end of the day, rewind my brain for what Damon is saying. Being able to learn from a 4-year-old, because the 4-year-old just showed you change. So imagine having friends and they watch you do the same thing. So they thinking that same shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we never stop being children. We grow up with the same mannerism. Like you have a kid, you playing with them by the street and they get ready to run into the street and you like this, oh, and you yell at them. They don't know you playing. You know what I'm saying? But we start putting adult behaviors on children early. So for him to catch it like that, that's just super powerful.
That's why. That's why.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, I'm sorry. Just really quick, man. That's why I believe that like after action conversations need to happen.
Yeah.
When you whoop each other.
That's real. That's real.
If a child does something and it requires you to whoop their ass, you got to tell them why you whoop their ass afterwards.
Right. John Armstrong used to whoop our asses and then have a damn meeting about why we got asses whooped.
Yes.
That's some real shit.
Yeah, you can't leave the kid with those emotions.
I never put my hands on my kids or my grandchild, but guess what I'm gonna do tomorrow? I'm gonna walk upstairs with this club ass foot that's hurting me and take her out the mouth to get some ice cream and shit. Ice cream and say, Granddaddy love you.
You gotta get back in the good graces, man.
That's a great piece off of
it. Because I can't deal with her in the corner doing this.
Yeah, don't let her put no crossover on you.
When I'm in my worst way, we ain't having that.
He like, for a hug? I gotta do all this.
But look, let me just say this: where I am, where I am, just my journey. My journey is, for some reason, God put into me to be a peacemaker. This I don't know why, but it's always been that way. See, me personally, I always wanted to be a part of the group. But when the group was not accepting to me, I said, fuck the group.
Yeah.
You understand? It's a contradiction, but that's what has always been in my life. Like, of course, and I think it's just the human condition. You want community. But to me, if the community is fucked up, I don't want to deal with it.
That's
And I know
emotional intelligence.
I can do better for me and for the people who depended on me. So where I am now is when I try to really and truly be the best for the people in my life.
Yeah.
Because when I'm being the best for the people in my life, I'm also covering me. Because it starts with us, man.
That's it.
When we are good with ourselves, when we are good as the people we are, we treat the people who depend on us better. I mean, that's as simple as I could put it. I mean, I always had a kind word for people. You know why? Because I want motherfuckers to give me a kind word when I need it.
Mm.
And guess what? God blessed me with those situations when I needed it. Strangers and people that I knew would come up to me and give me a kind word. So I took that example, like I'm going to be that person. Because you got to teach yourself to be that.
Yes. Yeah.
You got to teach yourself to be that to people.
That's
And you
called
know, it takes
mastering
effort.
yourself.
Yeah, it takes effort, man. It really does. It takes effort, man. And then, you know, the one thing, and the last thing I'm going to say, the one thing that I love that I started to do was tell the truth about how I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah. Exactly.
To people.
1000%. Come on.
To people. Because it wasn't, it's not like, oh, I'm telling you the truth to put you on the spot. No, you know where I'm coming from. So it ain't no confusion with us, bro.
Yeah.
Young lady, it's no confusion with us. You look at you, oh, Keith. Oh, yeah, Keith is on that time. So I'm not going to bring the bullshit to Keith.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, yeah. Come on, man.
You know,
Yeah.
but
Like
Then,
everybody got their own shit, but I ain't carrying my
yeah,
shit in nobody else's life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Fuck
it.
all that.
that
Yeah,
That's
like
that
my
I'm not
thing.
requires
doing
you to
that shit.
respect your fellow man, though. You
Yeah,
know,
you know,
accountability, motherfuckers has lost track of that shit. Like
and
motherfuckers
look,
really
and
think that
the last thing, I don't take your shit personal. I
no, you
might
can't.
cuss you out. I might
Yep.
cuss you out, but I'm not taking it personal.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? But
because we
that's
on
the
the
release of energy.
we on the fifth or sixth time, and I actually let you go on all those times. The sixth time, you got to catch it. Everybody catch an L from time to time. Are you
Yeah,
kidding
yeah,
me? If you value
yeah,
the
man.
friendship and you've been
Yeah,
actually smacking a nigga for 5 or 6 times, and that nigga come and correct you before you even swing your hand, nigga, you supposed to accept that, hug that nigga, buy him a drink, and keep it fucking moving.
keep it moving. Keep it moving.
We out here not being accountable and then wanting people to still eat our bullshit. Nigga, you eat a
Yeah,
bowl of shit? No, neither do I.
yeah.
Fuck you feed it to me for?
yeah, but how
Flies and
old?
shit around the motherfucker, man. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You out your fucking mind, man.
How
Fuck is
old
going
are
on?
we?
We 50 plus and niggas still selling bowls of shit like we 20, 30 years old. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Is you
I was
kidding
with
me,
this brother
man?
one night. I was with this
Oh
brother one
shit.
night.
Don't
Family
don't
member.
nobody cook it like I cook it.
I was with this
Yeah.
brother, a family member one night. We was in the club on the east side of Detroit. And I'm in there arguing with motherfuckers because they flexing on me and shit. And I saw him walk out the building and shit. No, I'm in my feelings now. I'm like, you know what? I don't give a fuck what happens between me and y'all. I got to deal with him. When I get out. I got in the car with this brother. He said, "Yeah, I saw it. You ain't see me do this." You ain't seen me do this. The onus is on you at that point.
Oh,
You know what I
shit.
did? I sat quiet. I was like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, shit. Hey, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. Get the fuck out of
Yes,
here.
sir.
I'm not.
Hey, all right, now I'm getting ready to let you guys go. Any last words for the night? We'll start with you, Keith. Any last words?
Well, as usual, man, this has been a blessing, and I appreciate you all having me. Man, I get
Oh
to
yeah.
see, be up on it with some all stars, brother Bill and
I'm,
Corey,
yeah, same
brother
here.
with wisdom.
When y'all popped
Yeah.
up, I was like, yeah, nigga.
Yeah, you're dropping gems and wisdom,
Oh shit.
and of course, y'all do it every week, man. Y'all do it every week.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
This platform.
yeah, man, I love this. Like I said, I can go out here and people take stimulating conversation and communication for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a good place, man. Good place to go. I've spoke to some friends of mine, female friend, and I encourage them to actually come. Well, I'll talk with them about getting in contact with you to see if they.
Okay.
I told them you all wanted some female perspectives on things
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And one of them, I told them, I said, I think you would be really good because you will. She's not argumentative, but she's queen of pushback.
Got
She
it.
and I have these conversations, and we tease each other because I'll tell her, I said, okay, at the end, everybody gets a trophy. Everybody gets a trophy. 8th place, they race too.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Keith, you live near Keith? You live near Keith?
Huh?
You live near Keith?
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Making sure the wife's in the room. Okay, I'm just quick checking. I want to be on the episode.
Oh yeah, the door locked. The door locked. Oh,
Hey, Skip.
Look, dude. Hey, Bill, duly noted. We got you, brother. We got you.
Yeah, Keith's disclaimer is
When I
always
come down here, someone say hi, everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keith's disclaimer on his show is funny. Somebody look, after we get off the air now, you're gonna be home by yourself. Don't get up here and get carried away.
Yes,
Keith Gary walked by me and rolled eyes and flagged me. Which was a man thing. That's the man thing.
Hey,
Hey.
I always respond with, well, y'all might be experiencing that, but that's not me. It's me and mine.
Yeah.
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean?
What me?
Hey, Bill, last words.
Oh man, I keep saying it's awesome being on here, man. Sometimes you need this shit to talk about and get other people's perspectives and wisdom, man. It's just awesome. Everybody be right on the money, man. You know. And I was thinking about what y'all saying real quick about the friends and eating shit, right? I think when you're close with somebody, real tight, some of their problems do become your problems.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So many ways. You know what I'm saying?
Transference, man. Transference. It happens.
Like McKee going through something with his in-laws. I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm involved now. Like, you know what I mean? Or my man going through something with another dude somewhere. You kind of, you know what I mean? Like brothers,
Yeah.
I try to keep my homies away from it, but sometimes being around somebody, being close and caring, you wind up eating that shit too sometimes. You know?
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
But
No doubt.
other than that, man, it's an awesome experience, man. I always tell Keith about Corey. I said, man, Corey, crazy on your show, man. What the hell are you talking about? I'm glad.
Look. First of all, Bill, this is why you and Corey are on this show right now.
I know.
Hey, Corey, you was like, Corey, he called me. He called me. Hey, Fluke, hold on. He called me. He said, "Hey, man, what's up with what was my name? Corey. What's up with him?" I said, "What you talking about?" He just be saying shit. I said, "Bills, did you?" I said, "Did you listen to the fucking
I didn't. I
podcast,
missed the
man?"
whole thing. I didn't. I'm sorry.
I
Oh,
I'm
said,
shit, do
sorry.
be on
I
some.
told you. I'm
Corey.
sorry.
I said,
Cool. I'm
Corey
sorry.
be
I
on
love you,
there
man.
dropping. I said, Corey be on there dropping gems,
I
man.
see. I see. I see. I didn't
Yeah.
see.
Nah, because
I'm sorry.
it's
I'm
all
sorry. My sincerest apologies, Corey. My sincerest apologies.
nah.
Much
I'm
love,
gonna
Look,
say
baby.
this.
Much love.
I'm gonna
what's
say
Yeah.
this
funny
about
is
Corey.
I much
That,
rather somebody say what the fuck he talking about than
right.
actually
Yeah.
not hear me at all. Because at
Hey,
the
Yeah.
end of
Corey.
the day, we all say the same things. We all
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
them different, and
Hey,
a
Corey.
lot of times we can't listen, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes,
The
sir.
We
one
don't
thing
know how to actually listen.
And
I'm gonna say this
that's a
about
part of.
Corey.
I say
I'm gonna say
sometimes
this about Corey.
emotional intelligence. That's sometimes I gotta grow. Sometimes you gotta grow. Sometimes you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
we all
here.
do.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know what I mean.
And you
If
all
got
it,
to
the
be
time,
willing.
yeah.
You got to be willing.
Yes.
If you
Yeah.
all the
Yes.
ain't willing,
time,
you can't fucking
Yes.
grow, man.
Yes.
all the
Yes.
times I've been on this podcast with Corey, man. Everything that come out of his mouth, he talking about himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah,
He talking
Yes,
about
sir.
himself. He ain't talking about
yeah.
nobody else. He
His
Nope.
Yeah.
talking about
growth,
himself.
his
Yeah.
fucking
And,
growth, man. That is a treasure, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's some real shit.
and
It's
what's
Oh,
some
I
what's
real
used to be
shit.
crazy is,
scared of this. That's why I said
right.
before, I fuck with KB because at the end of the day, the conversations and the honesty that he's actually bringing out on this podcast, a lot of men can't even do that shit in the mirror.
Yeah. Right.
So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I appreciate somebody actually talking to my
Yeah,
voices.
he the
You
same
feel
way.
Yeah.
me?
He said,
And
the same
and I'm
way.
I'm gonna finish on this. I'm be careful at this point. But Keith said, touched me because I never thought that about Keith. All things, him to be
Th-
open about that was strong. Like, damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everybody,
exactly. Yeah. I felt the
everybody
same
goes
way,
through shit.
Bill.
Yeah, that felt like, damn, Keith went through that. You know what I mean? And admitted it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of dudes don't admit they
Right.
problems like that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
but that was
I was
strong.
one of them.
It's always a pleasure, man. I appreciate Keith inviting me, man. Anytime I can,
Oh
I'll
yeah.
be here,
You know
brother.
that.
Yeah.
You
No
know, hey,
Anytime
doubt.
I can,
yeah.
I'll be here, man. Anytime.
Everybody we invite in here, man, is straight up kings, man, of this shit. This is what I'm talking
Uh,
about. We try to display, we try to display our talent, man, for real.
Yes, sir.
Corey,
And
what's your last word, Corey?
real quick before Corey say
oh,
something. I can't
right.
real quick, Corey, we say anything real quick. This for food. This for food. I can't talk about football now because Eagles lost too.
I
I
know.
really think.
I know.
Really?
You know,
But
I ain't
see,
saying about the
that's the
Eagles.
All right,
difference
look,
between.
I ain't said
look.
nothing. I ain't
All
said
But
right,
that's
nothing
look,
about
the
the
look,
Eagles.
difference.
I'm
look,
sorry, we lost this year.
Hey,
So,
that's the difference
look.
between me and you, bro. That's the
all
difference
right, all
between me and you,
right.
bro.
I'm
See,
sorry, Corey.
me,
Go ahead, homie.
I can talk about the Pistons all day
The
long.
Pistons, okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
strong. That's strong. Yes, sir.
I can talk about them
All right,
all day
all
long.
right.
But see, I don't take
All
comfort throwing that up in your face, brother.
Hey,
right.
the Sixers is competitive though when Embiid play. We competitive. We competitive.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
go
All
ahead,
right,
Corey.
go
On,
ahead, Corey.
on the
Last
JV
word.
level, y'all.
Oh
Go
no,
ahead.
ain't no words, man. It's just number love, man. I appreciate you, brothers, 1,000%.
No doubt.
I can't.
Yes,
This
sir.
shit right here actually makes my next week, my following week.
Yes, sir.
Any
Yes, sir.
confidence that you actually lacking, it actually builds and pushes you towards your journey and what you actually trying to do. Because
Mm-hmm.
remember,
Yeah.
everybody ain't gonna tell you good shit and tell you where you actually headed. So a lot of that shit you doing alone while you trying to push somebody to do this shit.
Yes,
So
sir.
I want to say
Yes,
that
sir.
for every one of you guys that actually doing everything that y'all doing for yourselves, your families, and everybody else. I appreciate that shit 1,000%.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Big Dog, you have a strong successful reunion in person, man, down south.
Oh yeah. No doubt, man. And
We should
look,
do something like
y'all
that. You know what
always
I mean? In
y'all
person.
always welcome to come down here for real.
Real, man.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
the
Real.
show
Hey.
coming up too in March. So I'm gonna definitely hit
Yeah,
Jaquari. Maybe
Keith
we
was
can
talking
actually
about
do
that.
something at the show. Me and Jaquari be in there.
Okay.
Cause he right here where
Cool.
I'm at.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So you gave the
Hey,
dates and
Damon.
everything? Go ahead.
Look, go ahead. Hey, Flu, give us the last words and then you, Jaquar.
My last words, man, is that hey, I'm blessed every day, man, because I deal with my grandbaby 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? It was a miracle that she's here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I have to
That's
pay
fine.
homage to
Yeah.
that and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here in
Yeah.
her life for a reason.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that scenario out to the day I die, man. So I'm
No
good.
doubt. No doubt. Jaquari, last words, brother.
Gentlemen, as usual, man, you guys have done an awesome job. You know, I value your time and your opinion, and I thank you for it. I had an awesome conversation. I look forward to the next. Y'all be safe.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Appreciate
This
that.
is Strong Perspective Podcast. Make sure you go to our YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe. We're here every Friday at 7:30. Tune in, and people in our chat, please continue. Hey, Lawrence, good job. Eric Harris, thanks God for Big Bill Scarborough. Thank you for tuning in. Just go like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel. This is Strong Perspective Podcast, guys. Stay on for a couple minutes. This is Strong Perspective Podcast. Have a good weekend.